Hello, hello, hello. Hey, the lights are on this time. Firstly, thank you so much, guys. This is very exciting for me, very exciting for you guys, and I am really happy to be joined by obviously our friend and moderator of the channel, Alex, and another guest, another friend of the channel, Owen Flemmo, who will be providing insights for us. I'm not on the live chat just yet with these guys, but I will be. I'm just going to start the live stream and talk about what we're going to be doing for the next couple of hours, because honestly, I haven't really got a time limit on this live stream. I wasn't going to do any flying. What I have decided to do is just start over near Blackpool, near Wharton, and fly down to Liverpool, try and get the Piper Dakota down onto runway 09. I wasn't going to do a flight, but I am, just so you guys can see the approach and what have you. So we're going to do that just because I think the live stream will be a bit more extended today. If you guys are interested in this scenery, it is actually out now. I'm a bit shocked. So I'm going to sound a bit, I don't know, a bit funny. But generally, especially when iniBuilds are concerned, sceneries obviously get sent to creators and obviously partners of iniBuilds to live stream. And it's you usually get like a day or even two, sometimes even a week, depending on the scenery. But this was sent last night. I've had through the night to do a couple of things, get things scheduled, and then obviously I did a little bit of a teaser live stream a couple of hours ago, which was great. And it was released about an hour ago, so it has been a quick turnaround. There has also been an update, so I'm curious to see what we're going to be dealing with that update, and see if I can see some things as well. But yeah, let me get the guys on to the live stream. So I'm just going to bear with me. Let's see if I can do this so it actually works. Bear with me. So I can hear you guys. I'm just trying to get you onto the bear with us. There we go. Let's have a little look, see if I can do this. Right, that might work. So have we got Owen and Alex?
Hello.
Yeah, there we go. Should be working. Again, if you are in the live chat, please let me know if you can hear the guys coming through. So as I say, Alex and Owen are going to be chatting about the scenery with me. Going to be a bit of a discussion going on while we explore Liverpool by iniBuilds. But like I say, wasn't going to fly there. I've already started in the clouds, so I'm just gonna do a bit of flying there. So let's put the live stream to full window so you guys can see. Chat's getting very busy as well, so obviously let me know in the chat that you can hear everyone. Can hear them? Yep, perfect. Good start. I'm doing my job. Big week for ini, TriStar and then Liverpool. Yeah, I can only imagine with the Easter break coming that they want to get things out and then start obviously next Tuesday fresh and ready to announce some new things, some new sceneries. Obviously because they work with a lot of third parties, there's probably going to be a few of those, and the next aircraft they are working on is the A380. Don't know what you guys over in the voice chat think about the A380 by iniBuilds. What's your thoughts on that? Don't think they can hear me. Great start.
Oh, I was still muted. Sorry.
Oh, okay. No worries. I don't think Owen's there at the minute. Bear with us. Have I got him? Has he muted himself?
Yeah, he is, yeah.
No worries. So Alex, iniBuilds A380 just as we fly over to Liverpool, mate.
I think I'm excited for it.
You're excited for it?
But, yeah. I mean, it's not something I'm, mega excited for, but it'll be interesting to see, I suppose. I mean, we've got the fly-by-wire one on, which is still good. And maybe the performance isn't the best, but it's still very good.
It's weird, the fly-by-wire, because obviously no one's touched the A380 since iniBuilds obviously announced it, so we are gonna and I think it's fair to say the fly-by-wire A380 is sort of partly payware, partly freeware quality, in my opinion. I mean, I haven't touched it much, but it's very, very good. You know what I mean? It's won awards. It's renowned. People, it's a go-to. I can still people using the fly-by-wire A380 anyway. But anyway,
the system stuff on it is amazing.
Yeah, and obviously with the iniBuilds one, we are going to be getting a further boost in overall quality, model textures, which are absolutely great anyway on the fly-by-wire, but just in terms of systems and stuff. But like I said in the other live stream and many before, I am more interested, and I do like iniBuilds sceneries a lot more than their aircraft. That's just a particular preference. Let's see who we've got in the live chat. We have got quite a lot of you guys already. Kev, good to see you. We've got Rich, Cheshire Flight, good to see you. Quetty Moose, good to see you. David, Andy's back in from the earlier on. Perfect. Good stuff. Check 6963, good to see you. Ace Airstream, good to see you as well. I think Lima Foxtrot Papa Golf, is that Paris? Is that Charles de Gaulle?
I believe so.
In the pipeline, they're asking for a few weeks back for help. People, interesting, because there's a few guys doing it, isn't there? There's like one of the other developers is doing it. One of the other developers that are selling on iniBuilds, they also are doing Paris as well. So we might have a fair few Paris sceneries after not having any, or any good ones at least, because obviously there's a default handcrafted scenery, isn't there, for Charles de Gaulle, which is it's acceptable. It does what it needs to do. As I say, guys, I wasn't really going to start with a flight, but I am. I do want to show you guys the approach into 09, and I am also curious because, as I say, we have had an update since the live stream earlier, and then obviously the version that I had last night. There's been an update, so I am curious to see what that is all about. But I digress. Let's carry on. I need to get the Nightbot set up, because that's a thing, isn't it? Really need to sort that. Giveaways, perfect. Right,
hello,
guys. Hello. Good to see you, mate. Thanks for coming in.
No worries.
So, Owen, without sort of obviously, breaking any rules, my friend, can you kind of describe who you are in terms of your hobby and what I obviously know you for, and also your job, mate, if that's okay, just so people can get to know you for the next few hours?
Yeah, no worries. Obviously, like Brian mentioned, obviously I'm Owen. I'm an aviation photographer, but I do military sometimes. I go to air shows quite a lot during the year. I've met, was it last year we met Brian for the first time?
We met a few times. We met when the Australian Air Force A330 came into Liverpool, but
yes.
We also met at Manchester, and we literally, as I say, mate, we just spent the day walking through Southside. It was great. I think we were down to see the Atlas Air, weren't we? Was it the Atlas Air?
No, Global 380 it was,
It was,
yeah,
mate.
so you met me at the
Yeah.
Jetbox, and then we kind of walked down and
We did, yeah. We
made a
cut
nice
through.
day out of it.
It was, mate, and you know, it was just a dead calm day. You got some snaps in there, global, as I say, A380. But in terms of your job, mate, obviously the reason why we sort of spoke about you coming on the live stream and getting involved with this one, again, you know, without sort of going into details, mate, because I know some of it you can't, and then you know some of it you can. Can you explain why you're on the live stream today?
So obviously I work at Liverpool Airport. I work for a company called Swissport, and obviously they are the ground handling company for airlines such as Ryanair, Aer Lingus, Logan, Wizz. We also deal with any football charter flights, any of the Santa flights you see, and what have you. Obviously, my day-to-day role is obviously working on the check-in desk and making sure everyone's checked in, and obviously boarding the flights. But obviously sometimes I do the arrivals of the flights when they're coming back from, or if they're arriving then departing again. I've done that for, this is going to be my 4th year, and yeah, it's pretty fun.
As an aviation enthusiast, mate, do you find it a nice balance, or you know, admittedly, do you get a bit like, oh, I've had enough of planes for the day, or is it just constantly this is fantastic?
Obviously, at first, when you first join the job, like, it is quite cool to work around the aircraft and whatever. But
yeah,
because I've done it for 4 years now, I kind of like, obviously before I'd done the job, I used to go to Manchester Airport quite a lot, but once you work in aviation and you work with aircraft on a day-to-day basis, it kind of obviously it doesn't get boring, but it's like once you've seen enough planes and you've had like them 4 days in, and planes have just been the bearer of bad news, then obviously you just want to kind of have 2 days off and just forget about them.
Absolutely, mate. Now, I think I said before to you on Instagram, obviously for everyone watching as well, please keep in mind that obviously there's going to be a slight delay. I didn't want to share the screen on Discord because honestly, live streaming anyway, the sim, my PC is quite good, but if I start throwing in screen sharing into Discord as well, it might cause issues. So to keep everything running nicely for the couple of hours, please bear with obviously Alex and Owen as we look around. Now I know Alex has had a look at this in quite a lot of detail, so have I. This is probably the only time in a long time that I've gone into a live stream seeing quite a lot of the scenery, in fact all of it really. I usually try and keep them as a first impressions as much as I can, but it was pretty hard with this one because we've been waiting for it, the anticipation of not having, in my opinion, not having a really up to date. Now, Digital Designs, I am going to mention those guys, even with it being an iniBuilds live stream. I'm going to mention Digital Designs for the fact that they did an absolutely amazing job. Now, looking, just cut myself off. Now, if you can see there, Alex and Owen, you can actually see the Radio City Tower is now fixed. This was a you wasn't able to see this from a distance. The LODs, the render distance was completely broke. It is good to see that you can actually see the model of the Radio City Tower right down there, even from this height, which is fantastic to see. But yeah, it's good that we've now got a more up-to-date, the quality that we see now with sceneries is getting better and better and better. I was discussing Stuttgart by Aerosoft quite a lot, and I think they've set another bar, especially for the sort of walking avatar mode and how you can transverse through a scenery, through the interior, on the outside, upstairs, up lifts in some cases. iniBuilds, granted there's no lift in this, there's lifts, they don't work, but they have done a similar job, let me just tell you that, and it's fantastic. And Owen, have you seen any of this apart from screenshots?
So obviously you were mentioning, obviously you've seen it, and obviously Alex has seen it.
Yeah.
But obviously, what I see is the first time I'm going to see it, same as everyone else in the chat.
Perfect.
So it's going to be really good to kind of compare what I see on a daily basis, because obviously there's probably some things I think that way. Obviously, if you're a passenger, that you won't see. But obviously, as a staff member, I can kind of compare them if that's like accurate, like 1-to-1 of what's actually in the airport. It'd be quite cool to see how that is, and yeah, it's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, and I mean, as I say, I wasn't close to the aviation side of things, but it was a while back, and now I worked for one of the shops inside of the airport for a good few years. I did some shifts in Land Rover Jaguar as well, actually, which was fun while at the airport. But you do obviously get to see the airport life, the airport day-to-day, operations, and compared to working on the high street or a retail park, it's completely different. Liverpool, because of obviously how the flights are, you could catch your breath for an hour or two, but then it was everyone back in security hall, new set of departures, and it was non-stop. I'm a bit high coming into 09, but I'll get it down. And yeah, I also had the same thing, mate. I was looking at all the interior thinking, wow. And I mentioned this to George, who was the one of the main developers on the scenery for iniBuilds, and I said to him, even the buttons for the lifts are completely the same, which is just, yeah, I mean, you would have done it as well, Owen, but the buttons on the lifts are these sort of round buttons with like the metal surrounding to it, and I was like, even that is spot on, and that shows you how detailed it is. Now, what I would say is, me and Alex did pick up on it, some scaling's a bit off, not everything is 1-to-1, but you will certainly feel at home. If you have a look over underneath us right now, they've actually done some landscaping with the sandbanks, so the water doesn't come all the way in anymore. And then, I haven't put any flaps on there. And then Speak Hall, just over to our left, is completely modelled.
Oh, well.
The downside to this is we are missing the likes of the Land Rover Jaguar factory, the old airport as well. Isn't modelled like it was with digital designs, which is a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. I know iniBuilds do want to update it for obviously the foreseeable. I am curious to see what this new build, or at least the pre-release version of it, has gotten compared to less than about 12 hours ago. So it's quite interesting. We are going to park up on the general aviation ramp. I would like to see some static GA aircraft on this, because it does look a bit bare, but again,
be interested to see if they fix them stand signs.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see, mate. I mean, you might be able to pick some of this out as well. What I would say, ground texturing is nice. I am gonna just say that with the latest big update that Digital Design's made to their Liverpool, I would say just the ground markings are a bit more weathered, a bit more textured. And,
seems to be a lot more trees as well than compared to real life.
Yeah,
yes,
I've noticed that
yeah.
as well. There is a lot more trees. I'll make sure to mention that to George as well.
I don't know how much control developers have got over trees. I know they can't fix that weird transparency issue that most sceneries have, but yeah, I think they can exclude trees from things except the photogrammetry trees, which I don't think they can. But these aren't photogrammetry. The photogrammetry for Liverpool ends here. So we did have a look at this earlier on in the live stream, but because obviously some of you guys didn't see the live stream earlier on, just a little sort of teaser flight we did, a little bit of a mess around, and had a look at a few things, Speak Hall, and obviously the GA section. I still will show this off because there would be people still unfamiliar with this. I am assuming there's going to be people watching who are using not a combination. They're going to be using either the World Update, Liverpool Airport, or the digital designs, which is a 6-year-old scenery at this point, which is insane. One of the oldest sceneries we've got. I will be doing some walking with the avatar, because that is the best way to see the terminal, in my opinion. For now, we are going to use the drone camera to have a look around. I'm going to turn the Toby tracker off, because that will become an annoyance very, very quickly. I'm just going to have a little scan through the live chat before we get on. Perfect. Everyone seems sort of very, very, very high spirits. Very high spirits, and I think you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised with this one. Yes. So this is the flying school. Now, like I said before, I am going to be a bit of a mixture. I'm overly pleased. I'm overall very, very happy with what iniBuilds have done here. Would like to see some sort of Tomahawks and, you know, GA aircraft here, helicopters, a few small biz jets, but overall, it's very nice. This patch of ground here definitely needs some more clutter and ground surface equipment, because it's definitely not that clear in real life.
Mate, I've definitely noticed some new things to the left.
Have you? Perfect. Well, this is it, guys, and it's quite impressive. I do want to give a couple of people a shout out. Obviously, a couple of people. George, obviously, I've spoke to very, very briefly this morning, who's kind of the main chap on the development team for this. Obviously, I want to give a shout out to Owen and Alex, obviously, for being here. Alex and Finley, and I think James has also helped with reference photos and basically giving iniBuilds as much as possible to get this to look how it is, so authentic. They have done the gates as well. So within 12 hours, these guys have actually fixed some things. They've added some gates in, and there you go, Alex. They've done it.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, like, if anyone has any questions and stuff, then pop them in the chat. Obviously, from me, from like an airport perspective, or obviously Brian and Alex, obviously, because they've seen the scenery before.
Absolutely, mate. So like yeah, as I say, guys, if you want to throw questions in, obviously be sensible with it all, but Owen will answer as much as he can. Obviously me and Alex will too. But what I will say is, I was sent a copy last night very late on. None of this fencing was actually here, guys. They've actually implemented all this fencing for the release version and tidied things up, which is fantastic to see. But I was told that, listen, the copy that you got last night was just just wasn't finished. The people were still actively working on it, so it is nice to see. Now, there's no internal hangars for like Raven Air or any of the cabins. They don't really have any parallaxed interiors to them, but they still look really, really nice. Before we have a look at the Skyport, which we did do earlier, I know a couple of you guys in the chat have seen it, but I do want to show it again because it is very, very good, especially in the night lighting. We'll have a look at some of the smaller cabins just on the sort of the dirt road coming off Dungeon Lane. Yes, the spotters are there, even in Oglet Lane. We call it Oglet Lane. Fantastic. I love that. One of the first things I said to them, please put the spotters in on the mound. We don't have a virtual mound in the scenery, and I know it's not the most requested feature, but I tell you what, they did it, and it looks great.
You funny to see me on the ramp in me Swiss sports suit
in your shorts. Let's have a little look. So, I mean, this area, yeah, it's a bit more overgrown. There's a bit more fencing and stuff, but we do actually have a mound, and we have a little virtual plane spotting Mike, who is in the chat. It doesn't look like you, mate, I'll be honest with you, but they didn't take any 3D scans of you, so there you are, mate. That's you there in your turtleneck with your 4K Panasonic camera. There you go. But the fact that we've got this actual mound that, you know, I've been up many times. Owen's been up. Mike, Alex, have you been up on the mound before?
I have, yeah.
You have, you know, if you're a local spotter, local enthusiast at Liverpool, you would have been up this mound. And if you're a bit older, maybe my age, you would have known a time when the lane here actually opened up, and you could go all the way down this road. And this is where the original mound was. This road kept on going, and you could stand on an actual mound here. Now the airport have taken it over, sadly, but it got you close to the action. It was very, very close, especially if we got any special charters in, football charters. I know this spot was open when we got, I'm going back now, when we talk about Concorde coming for the Grand National, Corsair 747 for the Champions League. This was the spot to be in. And yes, they have included the very, very newly built solar farm as well, which has been done. Pretty incredible. In fact, Alex, didn't you say there was a hut by the main apron that was about 2 or 3 weeks old that is included as well?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, so they have done their homework. Here's some more spotters at the at Oggy, the little spot here. This is a mound, and this sort of bit of grass. So again, I am nitpicking there, but lovely stuff, lovely stuff. I'll bob over to the ATC tower just to try and keep things in order, because there's not much else on this side. Did they add in, there was this little bit of building over there, wasn't there, Alex? What was it originally? It was auto-gen, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. Some sort of ops building, I think. But I don't know if they put it in this one.
They might not be in this version yet. It doesn't look like it is, no. Is it? It's them buildings over there, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. So just to let you guys know, these sort of bungalow houses are part of the airport infrastructure. These will be changed very soon. Pretty confident in that, actually. Let's have a look. Now, this is the first time we've had a really detailed control tower for Liverpool, and it does have a really nice interior. Fully surrounded by fencing. You can see, obviously, it's got all the authentic signage in it as well. Now, I haven't been this close up to the tower, so I haven't seen these buildings up close. But we do have...
I've worked in there for 4 years. I've never been up the tower either. Maybe one day. I've been in the fire station. That's pretty cool.
Is just over by the old tower, is that?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Perfect.
They can only access that from airside rather than...
Ah, right. Yeah, well, yeah, because it is close to the sort of the landside car parks and the new meet and greet as well. So a bit of parallax in there. It's kind of the faked interior for the bottom, but we do have a fully detailed tower. I don't know how spot on this is. I know the blinds are. They definitely do have these blinds. They are visible if you zoom into the tower from the mound, if you've got a zoom camera, but aircon units there. I will jump back and forth with the night lighting guys as well, just to give you a little look at what the lighting's like, which iniBuilds always do very well with the night lighting, I must admit. And yeah, we've got a nicely detailed John Lennon tower. Because the guys on the social media, they're very active, and they do post pictures from the tower every so often, so it is nice to see. What we'll do is we'll dive back over, because as I say, most of the airport's buildings are over on the northern side. The Skyport hangar, I wasn't expecting this. This was the first thing that me and Alex saw last night, and we were pretty shocked on how detailed they got with the Skyport hangar, because I don't really see any activity outside here. Now, I know Plane Spot and Mike, you might know a bit more, and I've seen stuff happening here. I definitely haven't seen the door open on it, the hangar door. and it's pretty nice. Now, I think the lighting needs a bit more work in here. I think Finley has saw. What's this? This is not right, is it? Was this like this before, Alex? I don't think it was it?
I can't remember. I don't think it was.
No. Interesting. So we're just looking at this kind of bit of. It looks like the underneath the actual ground textures have come through the. I'm going to ignore that for now because it's so nice. I'm going to show you the night lighting and the interior to this. But I think, yeah, Finley did say that the night lighting is a bit more. You can see there's an animated door on it as well. Lovely stuff. Plane Spotter Mike said, very rare that the door is open, only when they get the Bombardier, the other jets out as well. Owner of Home and Bargains, yeah. You can actually spot it every so often on the flight radar, pinging up. And then the actual little bit of the office and sort of lounge area, really nicely done as well. There's iniBuilds theme there. And they've even put their flight sim awards in there. Think what you will of that, guys, but yeah, fair play to them. So, and then the actual model, the picture of the model of the Radio City Tower. Not really high quality, but a really nice little touch. I will show you that, guys. We'll do that towards the sort of the end of the stream and check out some of the other bits with the drone camera. The door closes with a time-sensitive animation, so different developers do it different ways. Some doors open at a certain time, some doors open at a certain time of the year, so the time of the month. It's weird. And then also developers do know how to do it with a click of a button. Sometimes with the strobe lighting button or the beacon light, it's sometimes you can activate doors on your own. But this seems to be at, let's just double check. Burn and Blue Designs do this on their hangar doors as well. 6 o'clock it opens, 6 o'clock in the morning. And then you can see there's a lovely little animated thing for the bits in the middle there. Look at that. Lovely stuff. Someone said we need a version of Speak. Funnily enough, I said exactly the same thing to Alex. I would love to see someone do a vintage sort of Speak airport, the old airport. That would be really, really nice. But like I said before, we are losing a couple of the points of interest with the iniBuilds version over the Digital Designs version. We don't get Land Rover Jaguar factory or the Speak retail park or the old airports all modelled in, sadly. But you know, it's what you sort of think about the rest of the scenery and whether those things are important. FedEx, again, this used to be, was it TNT?
Yeah, TNT.
Yeah, TNT, perfect. So again, Digital Designs did update their version lately with the FedEx branding. All nicely modelled trucks and fencing and barriers are all there. No sort of interiors and even parallax interiors with this one. It's a nice build and it serves its purpose. It's there. It's good that we've got it. Again, no modelled sort of houses in this area, but we have got a perimeter road that runs all the way around. Car parks do look noticeably better. I have installed the GSX profile that is included with the iniBuilds manager now, so we could take a look at that as well just to see how it all works, especially with Liverpool not having jet bridges that connect to the aircraft as well. All custom car models, again standard for iniBuilds. you know, a bit of copy and paste around the different car parks, but it's nice that they see they've placed them different directions, you know, and they're not all just one in, you know, facing one way, and it looks all uniform. It looks messy, which is great. Now, obviously, for you guys now, especially Owen, you're going to start to see a bit more familiar sort of territory with things. We do also have the little tunnel/bridge underneath the car parks, which we didn't have before. iniBuilds have actually taken the time to try and landscape the best as possible. Let's see if... You're not getting a car underneath there, but there we go. We can go right under. Didn't glitch out. We don't have the aviation way sign. Hopefully they decide to add that in, but it is the most detailed version we've had so far. Meet and greet, the old control tower, also has an interior to it, which was quite interesting to see. Quite easy to just completely miss that out. Meet and greet, and the new meet and greet cabin, which actually we didn't take a look in last night, and I think there is an interior to it. Not the most detailed interior, but it's all there. You can go in there. It's quickly done. It looks a bit like there's an elevation issue to that, I must admit, but yeah, I'm sure they've caught that as well. And then here we go, guys. Now, what would you like to see? Now, I'm going to leave this up to Owen because obviously it's his first time seeing it. I'm going to sort of swing past the terminal, take a look at the other side of the airport, the XLR terminal and stuff like that, and work our way into the actual terminal building just to build the suspense up.
On the end, yeah. I will be 2 seconds.
No worries. Dave, is this Liverpool? Yeah, mate, it is. Finally. Looking at Google Earth 3D for comparison, best thing to do, Andy, mate, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Now, I have heard that there's other Easter eggs in here. What I want to do is just have a little look at, while we are just in front of the old tower, is have a little look at what it says. So this, as I say, this is already out. Very quick turnaround by iniBuilds, to be honest. It's gonna cost you, now it is down as £11.99, but I think with the VAT it's £14.39, €16.47, and sorry, $16.47. No, other way around. Euros, €16.47, and $18 or 19. It's $18.97. Let's have a little look at the feature list.
I'll add that it's cheaper than digital designs.
Even 13 quid? How much is it? 15 quid digital designs?
It is, yeah, 15.
Interesting. Okay. And if you didn't know, iniBuilds sell the digital designs version. I know you knew, Alex, but obviously for people who don't know, digital designs do sell on most of the storefronts, including the Ini store. So the full feature list for Liverpool, which again, like I said, is out now. I know one of you guys did actually mention you've bought it already as soon as it came out. Good stuff, love to see it. Hand-made ground textures with crisp bespoke texture sets for runways, aprons, paths and roads. True-to-life airport landside recreation from the ground decals, the ground decals, signposts, vegetation, parking barriers and more. Animated elements such as the airport bus. Again, I will admit, I will say that digital designs did also include an animated bus, an up-to-date version in their last update. There's also timed-based sailboats at the sailing club just past the approach of 09 out to the River Mersey. Lovely little detail. We showed that in the earlier live stream, but I'll do it again, of course. Modeled and positioned dynamic airport lighting. It is fantastic. You guys will really love the airport terminal, landside especially, when we change it over in a bit. 180 plus handcrafted models featuring custom-made buildings, vehicles, and objects. Handcrafted terminal with crisp textures, providing a fresh, modern approach. Liverpool Airport ain't that modern anymore, iniBuilds. It's quite dated now. But yeah, I mean, it still has that sort of modern design, I guess. Highly detailed models of the airport, buildings, objects, surroundings, that kind of goes into that one above. It's all up to date, February from 2026, February 2026, updated layout. GSX has included the profile, which I am using, and then all the sort of the same things that iniBuilds have at the end of their feature list. Optimized LODs, 2024 SDK, but the bespoke signage and real world authentic signage, which you will see adverts and stuff that match the airport. One thing I was surprised to see was the old airport interior. Again, I'm not too sure how accurate this is, but it's super detailed. These are very old looking. I don't know. Plugged in though, mic in it is, you know, really detailed, and nice to see that there's an actual, you know, the old tower has been modelled. I know Alex, you sent me through one of the old airliners live streams from this exact location just up here on the balcony. Yeah, I remember that. Really nice to obviously for Liverpool to allow airliners live up on the old tower, and it's a really good spot. You are getting a great view of taxiing aircraft, landing and departing aircraft, doesn't matter which way they're designated, 09 or 27. This is really nice detail, actually. Look at this. Some of the stuff probably we didn't notice last night. It was late. Lovely little bits of moss and ground texture.
Mate, could you go to the left for me and see if they've fixed them stand signs? Sorry.
I will, mate. Yeah, let me just...
Thank you very much.
No, they haven't, mate. I don't think they're exactly the same, aren't they?
Are they?
Yeah, they look exactly the same.
My shoe's delayed, so I can't see any.
It is, mate. Yeah, it's exactly what we saw. It's all right. They've got the opportunity to do that. So right, let's have a little look. We are going to bypass the terminal because we'll save the best for last, and it is fantastic. It really is. The Hampton Hilton. Parallaxed interiors, sort of fake rooms. I don't expect this to have a fully modelled hotel, but it is modelled really nicely. They've done a nice job of this. Let's just show you. We can show you the night lighting towards the end because the terminal looks just incredible what they've done with it. The car park being dropped off by an Uber and my mum quite a few times, like you guys probably. In this car park, and it has all the barriers and signage. It is also nice to see the road coming into Liverpool Airport has the advertising. Still getting this horrible transparency in the trees kind of glitching through, you know, modelled assets, which again I don't think this is developers can't do much about that, sadly. I am purposely not letting you see the terminal, guys, until we move back. I know you guys want to see it, but...
Do you move to the left a little bit, Brian? Towards the... Just like, yeah, there, and then move to the left.
Yeah.
I want to see if they've done some adverts on the left side there.
Yeah. Yellow submarine there.
It doesn't look like they have. Never mind.
But, I mean, all the sort of concrete blocks... the yellow sump looks great, especially. It's very detailed, very cool.
All the signage is quite similar as well, to be honest.
Yeah, they've done a really good job.
And obviously sometimes the signage gets updated. Obviously on the billboard where it's got the Aer Lingus and the Sun Express signs, obviously that's been covered up now. That's gone.
Yeah, and they do this quite regularly, though, don't they? So I can't expect developers to
keep up with that. No chance.
I definitely wouldn't see any developers needing to go in and just have an update and say, guys, we've updated our scenery to include the new advertisement, which will get changed in a month, and then we'll have to do it again. So I understand, but it's when I understand from digital design's perspective, because obviously all of their advertisements were like years, like 5+ years, you know what I mean? So it does make sense, but I just hate this. I hope Microsoft fix this. This is so annoying, and the photogrammetry trees, they're not here, but the way they have the kind of big blocky photogrammetry trees around various airports, it's noticeable in SoFly's Bristol. No, not SoFly's Bristol. It's actually the Cardiff. They included Cardiff. The ground detailing here with the orange bricks and a bit of the sort of damaged tarmac, very nice touch. I can't say I've been around this way in a while. Actually, the bus does come out of this way, so not something I've looked at though. The billboard structures, very nicely modelled. They've got these sort of, you know, wires and bits of rust and nicely weathered. Again, it is, if you're used to seeing iniBuilds quality of sceneries, you will be at home with this, but I feel like this one, in my opinion, is very close to what RW Profiles has done with Newcastle. I'm not comparing the two, I'm just saying this seems to be a very good likeness, especially when you get into that terminal. More car parks over here. I think this is the staff car park, or at least a mixture. I think over here is where, is it all staff car park this Owen, or is it a bit of both?
Away a bit behind, so I need to wait until
no worries, right? Oh, so basically the car park just in front of the XLR.
So the staff car park is on the, so if you're looking at XLR,
yeah,
like towards in front of you with the runway behind, the staff car park's on the far right hand side, so where so the front part is like the drop off, but then the staff car park's more near the back.
Okay, perfect. So as we go around here again, I would say the trees are a bit bushy. Let's see. I'll tell you what we could do. We could just let's just get the leaves off the trees. Because some things, I think the trees block some of the signage as well. There's part of the Anfield tour one. You can see it's ripped, and that's a nice little bit of detail.
It is, yeah. I saw that, yeah.
It is nice.
It is good, that.
And then obviously some of the pay the silly amounts for the car parks advertisements. And then the actual road signs as well. Nicely done. And again, if you've been into Liverpool, flown out, if you're local, this will be very familiar. The only thing I am disappointed to see, some of these buildings here, some of them are done, some of the warehousing, some of the units, none of these older ones, because these have been here for a long time. They're like, are they like a green and a blue and like a red? They've got a few different colours to them, haven't they? And,
they look abandoned, to be honest, mate.
Yeah, these are all auto-gen. It's a bit of a shame, but, and also we are missing the the Premier Inn on the end here as well, on the sort of the bend. Not too sure why. It seems like quite a, with the amount of time and detail in his spend on putting various surrounding buildings in, it's a bit of a weird one. But you can see there's other bits, like when we were down by Dungeon Lane by the Mound, there was some of the electric boxes and stuff around the end of the road, and they've done the same thing here in the car parks. Some of the, I'm guessing these are all, I don't know, electric boxes, sewage, I don't know. They look more like utility.
Look good though.
They do look really nice. And the amount of fencing and sort of barriers and everything that they've put in it makes it really densely populated. I do like when developers get a chance to work on smaller airports, because they can fill out the obviously the area that they're doing so much better. You know what I mean?
And mate, we've got a good friend of mine and local to the airport as well in the chat. Aviation Up Close. I don't know if you've ever seen any of his videos.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
There's
good.
a banging cafe in that industrial estate they've missed out. Exactly. I'm sure you'll see updates with the scene. Yeah, I'm hoping so. I must admit, without sort of saying too much, the development team behind this, obviously iniBuilds, but the guys who've been working on it seem very happy to receive more references and things that that locals and people close to the airport have said, listen, that needs to be added in. It is pretty important. So it is nice to see that. So they are actively on it as well. Back from Canadian Lunchtime, this looks fantastic. Love the hotel. Again, I will show the night lighting, guys, when we get back to the main area. Obviously, the Hilton, which you guys were saying, actually, Alex was saying, don't know if you know any more details on, but is the Hilton being changed to a different hotel?
No, the Hilton is up for sale. It hasn't been bought yet. I know it's up for sale, but there's nothing's gone through yet. So at the moment, it's staying as the Hilton. So as far as I'm aware, from an airport perspective, it's not changing anytime soon. No.
Perfect. Well, hopefully iniBuilds don't have to, because for me, that is one of those updates where you have to go, yes, we'll update that, because that is something people will spot and say.
I think they'll just change the signage and stuff. I don't think that it would be a major thing, but yeah, as far as I'm aware, there's no changes to sales still going through and whatever. So
spot on, mate. Let's have a little look. Sorry that I haven't been as active in the live chat comments, guys. I do apologise, because obviously I want to show this, and I've obviously got the guys giving us some much needed commentary as well. So interesting. I don't really know Liverpool, but have digital designs version. I'm joining around that as you explore. So far yet to see anything that would persuade me to upgrade. Good perspective. I did talk to Alex about this prior to iniBuilds releasing Liverpool, and whether people who own the digital designs, especially after their big update recently, whether they would decide to upgrade. If you're into having a fully fledged terminal interior, it will make you want to change. I will spoiler alert, I will say that before we head out into the terminal. If you are into all that, if you're not bothered about a terminal interior, like an interior, really detailed, then you might want to stick with digital designs. Go on, yeah.
I think we've got Macam Smith in the chat.
Hey, he did.
Right.
He did.
Guys, Smith, mate.
He did delete his message, but
I saw that. Yeah,
he is there.
He's in the chat.
Good to see you, Matt. Thanks so much for coming.
I think he's some tunes playing in the background, but I don't
know. So let's start from the very, very far end, because obviously we'll get just to backtrack now. Let's start from the fire training facility. Actually, no, we'll start with Speak Hall, because again, it has been shown on my previous live stream a bit earlier on today, but it is nicely done. The full sort of the maze is there. I'm assuming you could probably get the avatar in there and have a little wander around. But the actual buildings are modelled really, really nicely. All the old sort of barns there, and then the actual manor house itself. Some of the greenhouses, but there you go. I was just saying earlier on, you can walk down this path just a bit further here. There's a bit of a fence and a bush, but you can get some photos of the aircraft coming onto 09 over the Speak Hall itself, and that's really nicely modelled, to be fair to iniBuilds.
To be honest, I wasn't expecting this one.
No, I wasn't.
This was something I was not expecting. I know DD did some sort of rendition of the house. It wasn't terrible, but
no,
it was there, and it did its part. But this is something else.
This is exactly how it is. It is, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
With all the patterns and stuff, and it's so highly modelled and detailed and stuff like that. It's really cool.
It is, and it is one that you are gonna see. There's your approach into 09, and that's how close you're getting. You know, you are going to see it if you kind of look over to your left. Whether you will be looking over to your left while you're trying to land an aircraft, but it is there and it's close enough to be a point of interest. The only thing that isn't here is the sort of, we were saying this before, the elevation change. There's a bench up here, isn't there? And you can actually...
Yeah.
Don't know whereabouts is it. Oh, do you know where it is, Owen? In relative to where we are, is it?
I think it's like about halfway up, I think, to be honest. But obviously, with it not being, with there not being like an incline in the scenery, it's kind of hard to tell. To be fair.
Yeah, I think it's sort of along that fence line.
Yeah.
Almost, I'd say around where that weird tree is. Yeah, just about there.
Yeah.
I'd say sort of inclines up there.
Actually, it could be. That could be the bench. That's not the bench, but I think you are right. I think there's another path. This path here is a bit more elevated, but yeah,
they are definitely getting to it though. I've confirmation they're gonna do it. They're gonna fix it, which is good.
Yeah, because you've got like the entrance, obviously the main entrance to speak on, and you've got the other entrance, which is obviously by the yacht club that way.
Yeah, so as I say, guys, they've done so. Again, I will try. You guys are in for the long haul because we've still got all of this interior to see, and just again, there's a lot of it. It's a smaller airport than what we've seen iniBuilds do recently, but because it's so dense and being modelled, there's a lot to see. And we've got some of the...
They've included the yacht club as well. That's quite cool. Obviously, there's no yachts, but they're building there.
Well, I tell you what, mate, you'll be surprised because this is the little detail they've thrown in. So, if we go down to the sailing club, just here, and if you have a little look, you'll see all the times of when it's opening. Don't know how spot on these are relative to the real world, but if we were to go to, let's have a little look. Where are we now? We are set to the basically we're on 11 in the morning now. Second is today, so it should technically show them. But if I show you what happens when you go to the 3rd, which is tomorrow, which would be Friday close, Saturday 4th, between 9 and 6, we should see some yachts, which we're not. Not there. I wonder why. Because I tell you what, guys, not to look like a fool, but earlier on, that was working absolutely fine. It could be the weather. It could be a specification with the weather.
With the wind, maybe.
Possibly. I think there's enough wind. I think there's enough wind in this, to be honest with you. But it was absolutely spot on before.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and it had it on the board as well, didn't it?
Yeah, it's on the board.
Is it? Oh. Maybe start flicking the time around a bit. Maybe the weather. I don't know. I think it's mainly the time, to be honest. Maybe times where it's high tide and low tide, you know.
Yeah, it was working fine. I was literally jumping through earlier on to the different times that the board was saying, and you could go to the days that they weren't sailing, and they weren't there. But I am going to just say there has been an update since.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this update has messed with that. Interesting, because the update, the version of Liverpool Airport we showed at 2 o'clock earlier today is a different update, a different version to this one. So I don't know if they've accidentally buggered it up a bit.
Yeah, because I know the yacht club's only open like certain times as far as I'm aware. Because when I've been down there at like 6, 7 o'clock at night, obviously all the yachts have got the covers on and the gates are shut and stuff, and there's no one on there, so it must just be like certain times they're open.
It's interesting that the there you go. So they do appear. It might have just been more specific, but definitely before they were activating for the times it said on the board. But yeah, there you go, some animated yachts. Again, lovely to see when you're approach into 09.
Yeah, they've just appeared for us on the stream.
Yeah. Sorry guys, I know you're a bit behind. Also, try and refresh the stream because sometimes it gets behind as well. I've noticed mine's okay on my screen, but it's a bit behind sometimes when I've ended the live stream.
He looks good.
The mares, they've done a lot to the sandbanks here. I think the version before, the sea came all the way. The river came all the way in, so it's a bit unrealistic. There's a few logistic centres. again, modelled very nicely. Less than what we had before, admittedly, but really nice. And then Ghost and Dock, you were saying this one, Alex, is? I'm not familiar with this area, unfortunately.
Dock, yeah, it's a VRP as well.
But there's no ships.
That's probably why they've done it, because it's probably one of the main VRPs flying VFR into Liverpool.
So again, nice to see. Would have been nice to see some little, like some ships or something in there, but it is what it is. And then if we zoom in, you can see the Radio City Tower that they've actually modelled. I will just speed the drone camera up, guys, because we don't have to go back this way towards the end. We can get into the main stretch of the terminal buildings. I have got Orbex as landmarks installed as well, so some of this is a mixture. I don't know if it glitches through to the Orbex version. I don't think it does, but it's a very, very nice model of the Radio City Tower. They've done a fantastic job with the texture work on this. It's the only...
It's a surprise to me that, like, there's so much detail, like, around. You know, obviously you're very limited of what you can add, but
yeah,
just seeing, like, the certain things is really incredible. Like,
it is nice, and to be honest with you, if it weren't for the fact that we have, with Orbex Central anyway, you've got obviously Blackpool Tower and loads of other landmarks, I'd uninstall it personally, because Liverpool's photogrammetry is spot on from a certain height. Obviously if you're down quite low like this, it becomes a bit horrible to look at, but the model and texture work on the Radio City Tower, the aerials and the metal work of the old antenna, and then to top it all off, in iniBuilds fashion, if you stick this into nighttime, there you go.
Yeah, the Radio City Tower is great, iconically.
Now, what I would say is I've never seen the projector stars on there. I know they can project stuff on there. That might just be an iniBuilds special, but the rainbow lighting is something that is on there now.
I think the stars just come on at Christmas, I think.
Ah, okay.
I think it's just like a Christmas thing, possibly.
But very, very nicely done. Again, iniBuilds always deliver with those custom animation and the lights themselves as well. Anyway, guys, let's get back to the airport, because that's what we're here for. And we will start...
sightseeing exercise.
Yeah, a little sightseeing as we go around. But we're going to start with where we were before, just by the fire training facility. Just heading over to Sefton Park. There's the Palm House there. Lovely, love it.
Cheers, Andy. Thanks so much for tuning in, mate. Welcome.
Having to nip off now, but thank you for sharing. I'm sorry you've got to go, mate. As I say, these live streams are a long process to try and look through each individual thing. Try and watch it back later, mate, because you will want to see the interior to this scenery. It's insane. It is insane, especially if you've flew out, worked in Liverpool. You know, you've seen it in any capacity. It really is incredible. Anyway, back over Speak All, and we are down into the apron. The first bit.
Somebody
of the
asked, could we go to Anfield and Goodison? Maybe after we've seen the airport.
Yeah, maybe we'll go there afterwards. The Anfield and Goodison, I think, is sometimes it can be part of the Orbex scenery, but it was added in the World Update as well.
It was World Update, yeah.
It was hard to say which one it's actually showing. It could be showing both of them. The detail in the the fire plane, if you like, is incredible. It really is.
Never seen so many trees in Liverpool.
No.
Oh yeah, the trees are really.
I know. Yeah, exactly. That's the only trees we've got, really.
I love flying the Typhoon into Liverpool. It's like when you take off, and you'd go like really low level through the city square.
Down the river. I missed another A400 again yesterday. The other day came right over ours so low. And
I was at work. Yeah, I heard it like power up from its like missed approach, and then I just looked up and you could just see it, which was quite cool. But I think the Red Arrows are coming back this year as well.
Oh, are they? Aren't they playing the Tattoo?
No.
Do not know. Oh,
As far as I'm aware,
there's a
they're going to
tornado, I
America.
think, at the tattoo. I think there's
Yeah,
a
the German Air Force are bringing
Yeah.
a Typhoon, a tornado display. They're bringing a German Air Force A321neo on.
What's this?
the tattoo riot.
Ah, yeah. Sorry, catching up.
The Lauren way that place. Say that.
Yeah, and it's not. If you don't drive, it's a very tough thing to do. My brother did it without driving, and yeah. Captain Mark is in the chat.
Captain Mark, yo.
Mark, hello, Mark.
So Captain Mark, we do have a somewhat of a virtual representation of Plain Spot and Mike on the mound. We saw it a bit earlier, but
he looks like Luis Suarez.
He does look, yeah, he does, yeah. So these couple of buildings, Alex was saying these. Again, you might know this, Owen, but
We saw Newport's cabin there, yeah.
This is a new fixture. This is
we've got a new operations building. We've had it for about a month now. We've had that building.
Nice. So it's
a lot bigger.
Very up to date. I mean, we've got some parallax. These parallax effect windows here. That again, they're probably not the very, very best I've seen iniBuilds do. But again, what you would be parking here, not here, but just on the apron, you might not even see that building. This is where they generally park the charters and the wide bodies, isn't it? When we do get them in, just on this corner. In some kind of fashion. Sometimes they angle them, don't they, or they have them facing backwards and forwards. Is there a designated spot here where it shows you?
They just marshal them in, I think, and
Do
then they just move them round to wherever suits them.
Yeah, it seems like they don't park them in a particular. Sometimes it's it's arse first or face them sideways or whatever.
We call that the wash stand. So it's classed as like stand 14.
Yeah.
So obviously the small. So when we had the Condor 757, that just parked up normally on the centre line.
Yeah.
But obviously when we had the Turkish 777, it had to be like marshalled in and facing the other way because we don't have tow bars for like the 777s. Obviously we have for like the 75 and the 76 because it's quite a similar tow bar, but with regards to the Turkish triple, we had to spin that round so it was just start up and go.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that was it. Do you know what? Got to go down and see that on the day. It was just weird to see it. It's not so much 777, but it was a 300ER, so it was it was a bit bigger than the 200. Like, and it's just it looked weird coming into Liverpool just because you don't expect that size. But Liverpool, as I say, Liverpool gets a lovely varied amount of traffic, and then when the charters do come in, it's great to see. It's anticipation of what it could be. Could we get a 350, a 330? 777 instance. We've had 747s in the past. It's less likely to happen now, but one thing we did notice, they haven't changed the pink. This is a known issue, and I'm assuming this will be fixed, but it's weird that they haven't fixed it on the very, very latest version that we've installed today. Again, the flooring round here, is this what it's like, Owen? This kind of beat up?
I don't really know what that actually is like. It's just
a dumping ground. It's nicely textured though. It is really nicely textured. I must admit they've done a nice job to.
What's going on with them purple steps?
No, it was there the first version I got through, and they do know about it. Why does it look like there's a casket underneath them? What is that? I'm assuming that's all electronics and stuff, but yeah, it's weird. But yeah, they do know,
it's just a dumping ground at the moment. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what it's for, to be honest.
All branded ground surface equipment and GSC ground surface equipment and vehicles. Move along. We should have the XLR building just coming up, and obviously the Jet 2 cabin isn't something brand new. Again, Digital Designs actually added that in 2 updates ago. I know I am referencing Digital Designs a lot, but technically that's the only one we can really use as a comparison.
De-icing rigs are IDSs, but the only de-icing rigs you have at the airport are all owned by Swissport, so
Yeah, I've noticed. To be
I've
honest,
I've seen that. Yeah.
And they've all got names as well.
I've noticed that although they are very good at, authenticity iniBuilds, sometimes we did notice that there's some Gatwick branded stuff in the hangars as well. So,
Oh yeah.
don't know how true that is. So I don't know if you can find some Gatwick stuff in Liverpool, but anyway, something I didn't notice before: the actual gate building has got an interior to it. A pretty detailed one as well. Pretty cool. There's some weird chairs there. Hide them. But yeah, can't fault them on the presentation. XLR's nicely done. Although, still probably a silly question, but why do we get some of the BizJets going into the GA side of things? Are they using Skyport, and what are these used for? The XLR? Are they the bigger BizJets?
I think so, yeah. So obviously you have two options. So obviously you can either go with Raven Air. They deal with quite a lot of the BizJets. But some of them, like, I think they're more like premiums, like celebrities and stuff. But I think obviously it comes down to like cost and stuff. Like maybe using the GF the top's probably a bit cheaper because obviously I know XLR pay a lot of money to the airport to kind of use something we call like a TDA. So if they're parked in the TDA and they're with XLR, then I think it's a lot more money compared to.
Why Skyport can't do chartered planes?
Oh, can't they?
Do schedule or schedule based plane.
Yeah, it's because Skyport's owned by TJ Morris, so it's kind of only thing that goes in there is just his aircraft, basically.
He's got his own hangar, his own aircraft, eh? What's it like? It's nice though. I don't know if I've seen it in person. I've seen it pop up on Flight Radar more than enough times, but anyway, we get on with it, guys. We've got Jet 2 sort of stand. This again, this is not really old. Obviously, Jet 2. Saying that, it's been 2 years now, hasn't it, Owen?
Yeah, 2 years now. Yeah.
2 years, and I tell you what, it is good to see Jet 2 going out to Liverpool and making a good go of it. We have lost some nice carriers and airlines over the years. Sometimes just, horrible reason. I mean, I only just found out, was it Lufthansa who was a shortage of aircraft rather than
Lufthansa shortage. Yeah. Every single Lufthansa flight was full. Like, it wasn't, because I used to check in and board the Lufthansa flights. I was the main agent on the Lufthansa flight, and they were always full. It was just the CRJs needed to be used somewhere else in the network because of the engine issues that they had with the Pratt & Whitneys and stuff.
Wow. And again, it's just such a shame. It's not like, it's not a nice thing when obviously they can't fill the planes, but for the airline to be doing so well from Liverpool and then having to stop because of that. But I mean, look, this again, some of this ground clutter here, never noticed it on my first go through. We definitely didn't get this close last time. The box and the cage, these cages, these are some of the guy handle quite regularly. God, it's
they have a fence around that cargo port.
Oh, right, okay.
So obviously when you go through, if you work in the cargo port, you can't come out them shutters onto the airfield.
Right.
Yeah, because there's like a gate and a fence, so you have to speak to security and they'll let you through the gate if needs be, but you obviously can go in the back, but you can't go actually on the airfield because there's a fence around the back of it.
Ah, okay. Maybe it's something I need to look at actually as well. Kind of using these pallets to block people off. It's literally, it's not even blocked off. But yeah, what are you thinking so far, Owen?
It's like 100% like the way it's meant to be.
It's fantastic. These again, the work on the model and the texture work is just, it's what we expect from iniBuilds. It's kind of like one of those where if they did anything less, you'd be questioning it. But the glass, which you can't go in apparently, just the level of signage as well, all the authentic signs as well. I love to see it's when you've known they've taken time out to really get you know, the reference material for all these little bits. Again, like I said before, it's not one-to-one scale inside the terminal. We've got to realise that, but it's very, very nice.
Those decals and stuff are really good. I wouldn't expect them to have had them, to be fair. I don't know how they got the refs there.
No, exactly. It's like with the building to the right of that cargo port, that used to be the old Swiss Port Operations building. But now that's been flattened now, so obviously in the tunnels where you've got 3 lanes, there's work going on up until the summer, so we're going to go from 3 lanes up to 5 lanes. So where like the big lighting poles are, it's going to, I don't know how iniBuilds are going to do it, but where they've got like the cattle lanes there, they're going to be going. So if you, obviously when we go around and look at the EasyJet side on the 50s and the second, where it's all glass walls, that's how this whole row is going to be. 5 lanes with glass walls rather than the metal cattle shed things.
Right. Okay. Oh. I mean, hopefully it won't be too much work for them. But you know, this is again, it's a big update for them. I remember this building as the Royal Mail building.
That's getting knocked down soon as well.
Yeah, it's a very this building's been there since the original. This is when I'm pretty certain the Super Guppy used to come to Liverpool. And I'm going back, definitely. It had like red. It was the Royal Mail building, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, it had a bit more red to it as well. Pretty certain.
Yeah, that's now that's a vacant now. That so eventually it's going to be knocked down, and then they're going to put more porter cabins down to the aircraft.
Wow. Okay. That's yeah. I mean that's.
But this is a plan between obviously now and next winter.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Right, guys. As you can see, we're starting to get to the terminal. Absolutely fantastic. Might start with the hangars first and then work our way through. I do actually want to take you guys into the terminal with the avatar mode as well, which would basically mean I'm not going to restart the actual flight. I'm not going to sort of restart the sim either. I am going to just sort of weirdly bring the aircraft down.
I've seen an error there, mate.
What?
Those sort of the gates. I'm not sure what gates they are. Is it 6 to 8 Flemo? I don't know. The ones that Ryanair used there that we're looking at right now.
The one where we caught up on the stream, I'm guessing, yeah.
Yeah. Those ones there, they're like a dark grey. They used to be that colour, but they're like a dark grey now. I might be wrong.
Yeah, they got painted recently. So where the main tunnel starts, obviously that's stand 2, 3, 4. So 2, 3, and 4 are the only ones with the tunnels, and then obviously stand 5 up to stand 14 are all walkways. But obviously the airport's plan in the future is to do stand 2 all the way to stand 9 with the tunnels.
It's not something that, again, iniBuilds probably shy. It depends how much time they've got to allocate there, but it's definitely something they can do. I mean, Hong Kong's a different beast in itself, but they are going back to Hong Kong and putting the actual finished terminal that's under construction now in with a full interior. So, you know, Liverpool is a popular one, guys.
Door open there.
They will. Where? Oh yeah, it's the actual jet bridge. So what I want to do is, guys, just bear with me 1 second. I just want to. There's been a lot of comments, and I just want to try and sort of let's have a little look through. And I know we've had Captain Mark and Matt Camin, Matt Smith. Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming in. I know Alex has been getting involved in the chat. If anyone has asked about the giveaway, it's the same as always. I have got a copy to give away. I'm sorry that I don't have more to add to the prize pool, but I will give a copy away at the end of the stream. You have to be active in the chat. I will again put it on the screen. I'll show you who's entered. I'll give people ample time to get yourself in there, and then I'll get a winner sorted. We'll get you emailed, and you'll get it sort of redeemed into your iniBuilds account. Goes without saying, this is a 2024 only PC giveaway. It's not available on Marketplace yet, and it's only a 2024 scenery anyway, so please keep that in mind. If you're just still on 2020 and you enter and you do win, then I will give you the opportunity to obviously keep the scenery if you wanted to for 2024, or pass it on. I'll leave that completely up to the winner. Let's have a little look at the hangars, and then yes, we will look at the terminal. Luckily enough, we don't actually need to use the drone camera for
just to give a little shout out. Airline is live. I've shared the stream in the members only community on YouTube as well. So
perfect, mate. I really appreciate that. And as I say, looking at the actual sort of the figures at the minute and everyone chatting away and getting involved, it's fantastic. But I do apologize. I know most of my live streams I will keep up with the live chat, but the live chat's up on the screen. I'm trying to obviously make sure that the guys are seeing things and we are chatting away to keep the the commentary as full as possible. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. If you obviously aren't subscribed to the channel, please do so, because you are given a better chance to win that copy. I wish I had more to give away, but iniBuilds are being very tight. Now, again, I will thank you, iniBuilds, because as soon as they knew that I wanted to show this off, they've known for months and months and months since they announced it. So in terms of the hangars, do they do any aircraft maintenance in these hangars at all, chaps? I'm not too sure.
In the first one,
left,
yes.
Yeah, the far left one. It's the EasyJet one.
The far right one is the Swissport one, where we keep all our equipment. Obviously, in the middle one is another
DHL,
one. Yeah. So yeah, they all get used variously, but the first one's mainly the EasyJet one, where they put mainly the aircraft maintenance in and whatever.
And it is really, really spot on. What I want to do is just have a little look at the night lighting for these ones, because I don't think we will be heading back into these hangars. But like I said, we're not going to need to use the drone camera for the terminal, because, again, spoiler alert, you don't need to use the drone camera because you can fully explore it on foot, which is great. I'm not fully in the dark yet. Let me just get the night lighting a bit further down and just see what it looks like. I mean, it looks lovely. Again, I think, Owen, you'll be definitely the person to kind of give us a bit of is that a spot on bit of night light? And I don't know whether that's what it might look like. This one seems a bit more white inside here than the others.
Yeah, that's what it looks like inside, like overnight, like, to be honest.
Okay.
Because the hangar doors are always closed, like very rarely the aircraft go in there.
Right.
But it's usually overnight they have the doors closed, so the doors are only open during the daytime while they do the maintenance.
Mm-hmm. Spot on. Let's just nip back around, because I know once we're inside the terminal, guys, we'll want to see. Oh, nearly got hit by a bus. There we go.
Brian, if you go to the first hangar and then go to the left.
Wait, there's 1 second. So the bigger hangar,
Like the big far left one.
like round the corner where the.
Oh, there's the bus.
It kind of glitches in there, so you got to kind of stay outside. But yeah, I think
Just waiting for the streams to catch up. So obviously with the main hangar, like when the security got built, they extended the security inside of the hangar. So basically, when you go through security, you go over the top of the hangar, then you come back on yourself and then into the actual terminal.
Ah, interesting.
So that's why there's like a walkway in between the hangar and the main terminal, because obviously the security is built on top of the hangar, and then obviously you walk, you do your thing, and obviously when you come out of Liverpool, you go right and then left, and then you have like the big Liverpool Airport sign. So that big Liverpool Airport sign is obviously the bridge crossing back into the main terminal.
Interesting, mate. That's really good, because like obviously I've been there so many times, and so there are that's the windows you look. Where are the windows you look out of at the end of the security then? It's not.
They've all
there.
been filled in though.
Have they? Oh, interesting. Interesting. It is a bit of a maze, but yeah, it's good to see it from the outside perspective. Actually, I didn't know that. Here is the. It is mostly EasyJet that use this apron, isn't it? I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That they're currently closed at the moment. They're having maintenance on the trains and stuff, so they're now sharing gates with Ryanair, and Ryanair are best pleased.
Oh right, okay.
But obviously,
done now.
oh, they done know, are they?
Yeah, they've just done them over the weekend, I think it was.
I know they started them last Tuesday. They started, I think, so it was about a week and a half it took them.
Yeah.
Because obviously we've had them for quite a while, so it's kind of glad to get rid.
We were saying yesterday, these stands are these stairs that they've included are very, very detailed. The models on them is incredible.
Yeah, definitely.
Not realistic, but once the 757 releases, I mean, yeah, do you know what? We've had a few 757s in recent. Sorry, a few. Yeah, we've had the National Geographic and.
That baffled me, because the 757 now with the stands being refurbed,
it was over
it can either go on the stands opposite 52, where they parked the National Geographic one, or stand 14. They're the only two sides of the 75s allowed to park because they've all been made a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
But if you see where the walkways is, welcome to Liverpool, where you've got the glass like walkways and stuff, that's how it's going to be on the far side where the cattle shed walkways are.
Interesting. I mean, in itself, that's going to be quite a big job. You can see it's like it's not single file. It's obviously the two sides and really nice. I tell you what, guys, we are going to see the terminal now. So if you have managed to stay in the live stream and be patient with seeing this, I really appreciate it. I know others do it a lot quicker than me. I mean, some others probably don't even have a look at the sceneries in its much depth, I'm going to be totally honest, but if you're patient enough, I will get to the main event, which is definitely the terminal. And the reason why I say that is just because, yeah, last night me and Alex had a look at it, and I said this before, we kept on thinking, right, okay, it's going to stop now. You're not going to be able to go any further, and it just kept pushing and pushing, and we were like, oh, okay, until we were like, okay.
It's weird because obviously them stands you were looking at before that's opposite the Liverpool, welcome to Liverpool sign. There's like a little shed, and basically when the fire brigade or the engineers or any of the electronic electricians go out on the runway or on the other side of the airfield, they have to come back to that shed to be searched in security before they're then allowed to go past the stands and stuff, which is a bit mad.
Yeah, it definitely is, and it's still, I must admit, going into Liverpool, obviously it's far from what it is when you obviously land at Manchester and go through arrivals. Liverpool, it's a bit easier. I must admit, after you've had a long flight and it's not been the easiest, and you come and land on this apron, and you've got to go through to arrivals, which is the one arrivals hall all the way down the other end, it is a bit of a walk, especially if you just can't be arsed from this area. It is. So yeah, let's put this pipe. Yeah, you can go here, mate. Yeah, you're there. I don't know why you're there, but you're there.
I'm starting from the front and then working our way through.
Yeah, we'll try. Yeah. So let's get out. Let's turn Tobii Eye Tracker off because it likes to just reactivate whenever it bloody wants to. Let's have a little walk because we can. There's my.
You know, those Mulligan stairs, the DHL ones are fucking amazing.
They really are.
No, sorry. Just realised we were on the stream. They are amazing. Beep. My apologies. They
are, to be fair.
I just had to express myself there. They are amazing.
They are. They really are. Anyway, guys, if you've done this little trip before, in fact, have a little look at this. This is something I missed before.
See, even your character's walking like a scouser.
The lean.
It's like, don't mess with me.
The Rainbow Garden of Remembrance. it's still readable. It's not as it's weird. There's some really crisp signage, and then I think things like this just need to be a bit, the more important ones. Even so, I mean, again, I get a bit of a nitpick there, but all the benches there, as I say before, the meet and greet has been updated, because this area here has a tendency to change quite a bit with the porter cabins, doesn't it? I think that every so often, every time I come to the airport, this area seems to be just a new cabin. Anyway, here it is, guys, and this. I mean, I know, Alex, this blew you away, but obviously Owen working there, me working there for quite a while, doing the bus journey, getting off here and walking into the terminal. It's just, I mean, look at it.
Let's do it then, shall we?
I'm not being funny, it feels like I'm going back to work.
Yeah, not the nicest feeling, but luckily at the minute, nicely
going
virtual.
back to work on my day off.
All the
I know. Sorry, Brian.
Go on.
I know a few people in the chat have been asking me if I know anything about the PSG charters for next week.
Ah, okay.
I'm in America next week, so as far as I'm aware, I've been told nothing.
Right. Okay.
But
Any guesses on what we might see?
At the moment,
it's France, isn't it?
At the moment, all I can see is enter a 737, so that's probably a fan's flight.
Standard, yeah.
Which any flights that get handled by XLR, we can't see.
Ah, okay.
So if there is something big, there is something small or something special, I wouldn't know. Right. It would be XLR that would know. So I think it's a case of just
most
keep
likely
an
to be
eye.
the team as well. With the fans, they get put on A320, 737. Well, it's not a certain thing, but obviously with the difference with the Galatasaray? It was difference with the 777 because that was the team and they couldn't have fans for obvious reasons over. So it was a bit different, but obviously they put everyone on the 777, and then before that Liverpool went out on the 757. So,
I know last time PSG come in, they brought an Air Caprice A330.
Was it an A350?
No, A330. It was an A330 200 they brought in. But apparently they haven't got an operating license for the UK, so it's probably not them.
Right.
And then the year after was the High Fly 340 in an all white scheme.
Oh, right.
So possibly, yeah. Flying Architect, I didn't swear, that was not me. That was Alex.
That was me.
That was me.
Always someone to point the finger in there.
God.
That's always me.
Can't even go on the stream without getting blamed. Jesus Christ.
I'm professional though. I've got to go on the LS live streams now, so I have to remain professional.
So guys, we're gonna head in, and just as I say, just take it in, just have a little look, and if you've been to the airport, you've flown out, you've worked here, just as I say, take it all in because they've done a fantastic job. They really have.
We need some taxis in the rank.
They do. We need the guys sitting there with the Bluetooth headset still in, just congregating here, just talking, and that's one little detail. Should have been a little Easter egg. Are the slot machines still around here in real life? Because I don't.
Yeah,
they are. Yeah, they're on the right hand side. Yeah.
Yeah, they've probably, because it's gambling, they probably thought iniBuilds like, no, not do that. But we've got our lovely vending machines there. WH Smith. Not gonna lie, that's where I used to work. But when I used to work, it was actually here. It was here on this wall. Yeah, and that's completely gone now.
Smith used to be Spar at one point, I remember that.
So this was Spar, and now this is a little bit of a mixture now. It's M&S Food and WH Smith now.
Well, M&S Food's gone now.
Oh, has it?
Yeah, it's gone now. Yeah, when in November.
They never ever hold on to things. I remember WH Smith getting because I got put in the electronics store at one point when I was like so made up.
Dixon's.
Well, not Dixon's. They had Dixon's, didn't they? Where like the arcade thing is now. But they had one called like Sound Express where it was underneath where level 2 Smiths used to be by the glass on the actual outer side. This is going back a bit, and they had the Sound Express kind of partnership, and it was a store with like Sony and Beats and Bose headphones in. I was made up, and it lasted about 6 months because they just can't hold on to partnerships, Smiths. They're bloody terrible. No, they're great. They're great. Don't come and get me. But yeah.
No defamation here.
No, absolutely not. No, yeah, it was weird. But yeah, everything just is so up to date. It's so there. I wasn't here long ago. Flew out, but I also was here getting a cheeky Greg's before we saw the 777 as well. So yeah,
it's great to see the Hillsborough Memorial, and also if you do set it to the time it says on there, it does actually light up.
Yeah.
Oh, does it? Oh,
I
wow.
think it does. Yeah, I've seen that.
That's pretty cool.
Absolutely spot on. Let's have a little.
I love that on the information board. There's like a little glitch on the screen, like a little blue like mark. That's like where the screen's glitched out, and the fact they've included that is pretty funny.
There you go, guys. Just so you can see it happening. Again, I always think iniBuilds are spot on with their lighting engine anyway. And when you guys see this, because I will show you the scenery, sort of with the night lighting activated and from the outside and all the details as well. But it's fantastic. I still will say, and I will still maintain that I'd like to see animated passengers with the iniBuilds sceneries, because I think they could get. I think they could do it, and I think they still get the same performance. It's still nice though. The fact that there's passengers in there makes it a bit more immersive. But yeah, some animated passengers walking up and down and stuff would be nice.
I wonder if my break room's there. My break room's just like to the right of Greg's.
Is it in there or? Yeah, the little doorway there. Yeah, sorry.
There's two double doors there, mate.
Two
if you
double
can
doors.
see
Yeah. Don't know if it'd be modelled, but.
No, I think
the ABM bit.
Them double doors to the right of Greg's there, DHL them.
But yeah, absolutely incredible. As we go on, one thing I was curious about, sorry mate, was the stairs, and it wasn't a disappointing. You can go up here without any kind of needing to. So some sceneries I've noticed recently with stairs, they have got collision on them, but the only way to get upstairs, weirdly, is to shake your stick. That sounded wrong. Shake your stick, your joystick, left and right to actually zigzag up the stairs. Or obviously the key buttons on the keyboard to sort of mimic this kind of motion will get you up, but you don't need to do that on here. And yes, he is here, sculpted in really, really good quality. There he is.
Well,
a bit of float glitching up there as well on the windows, but anyway. And this actually used to be departures, didn't it? Once upon a time.
It did, yeah, And there used to be escalators past them lifts. It went up.
This is actually where you get your security passes from. I shouldn't really say that, should I? But it is anyway. It is. They haven't modelled it, but that's where you go and get them. Oh well. Hang on. Wasn't there two sets of stairs and escalators at one point?
Yeah, they removed them for the Jet 2.
For the Jet 2 building, yeah.
Yeah, because it's exactly. It literally looks
Alex
like
knows more than me.
Oh yeah, why did they get you on the stream, Owen? Jesus Christ, mate.
I know, what am I doing here? Alex knows more than I do.
Yeah, no, it's basically, if anyone's thinking this looks exactly like Doncaster Sheffield, it's because it's the same architect, and it mimics Doncaster Sheffield quite a lot in places. Anyway, we carry on. Starbucks there. This guy can't find his change. This is, do you know what, for the longest time I've known it, this has always been the information desk or the assistants, but it has changed quite significantly. It changed. They've changed the desk quite a bit to modernise it and stuff, and obviously this area has changed the most with the with obviously Jet 2 coming in. They put the staff channel in there, so that's probably breaking a bit of security. I don't know. You don't think you can go through there, like, but no.
I know when obviously they released the first look images and all the podiums, the pillars where you've got Jet 2, every single one that Jet 2 on. So I know, so I sent some images into iniBuilds to kind of show that, like, not every single podium says Jet 2.
I made sure they did that as well, because I saw they didn't have the EasyJet Holidays one and the Ryanair one.
The Ryanair one, yeah. So where that Jet 2 thing is on the wall, that's not there. That's not actual. They haven't got a map on that wall.
think it's a World G3 out there, isn't it? Might be wrong.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. That Jet 2 thing's quite cool. They've got some days, like you've got like the kids and stuff on the picture. They kind of put like fake Liverpool tops on. So like when Liverpool play, they have it on there. So when the kids look through, they've got like Liverpool tops on, which is quite cool.
All around me. Anyway, guys, this is kind of me. I like. Do you know what? It was so
scary. That
it was. It looks exactly like me. No, it doesn't really. I don't know who that guy is. But yeah, this is the point where we were like, right, let's just see what they've done. Can we go all the way through? And I know a lot of the newer sceneries now from like MK Studios and Aerosoft and everything, they're taking obviously the interiors to a next level. We did debate whether this has given us any clues to iniBuilds' next scenery, UK scenery.
I predicted Faro, but you can't get off anything. Nah, it's just a prediction.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't personally see them doing any more UK stuff now. I don't know what. I don't know. I don't think there's anywhere else for them to do.
I think that's the UK packed up for them.
They might update some of the stuff. Stansted might need it.
Yeah, Stansted to be fair, is probably coming.
Yeah. If I'm gonna guess, it'll be revisiting the older sceneries. But yeah,
the departure board's quite cool.
Yeah, they're spot on, aren't they?
It's very like for like.
Well, do you know what? That's another thing that I think when developers do interiors to sceneries, you look at the departure boards and they're just completely off. Like that, you're looking at the flights going, what are these flights?
It's like our Swiss Sports office there on the left. Obviously, the shutters are down because they probably haven't been able to include quite a lot of things. But them whiz barriers look nice and tidy compared to usual.
Yeah, and like I was saying before, that they've all got collision on, except these have got some weird floating issue. But again, they've got collision on them, and you have to actually go round them to actually move to the check-in desk. And
it's good to see they've updated the flight boards there, because they were last time I saw, they still had the Lufthansa ones on.
Right, okay,
advert on there.
It's like where they've got the ATM machine next to the currency exchange.
Yeah.
That's now got a white wall around it, so the currency exchange building is going. So they're going to be moving into like a kiosk that opens, which is quite cool. But that's not going to be for another 2 months or something before that changes inside. So
it's quite similar to the one in level 3. That I think that's what you mean, isn't it? It's like like a storefront almost, but. Yeah, this is where I was thinking, right, have they done? Can we go all the way up? Can we actually go to departures? And it's incredible. It's honestly like someone has just got a camera and not so much 3D scanned it, but they've captured everything. So apart from the fact that you can't go in the lifts, they're still very detailed. Escalators are there and everything. And like I said, those lift buttons, they are exactly like the lift buttons.
It's weird, like, seeing this on here, because, like, it's like me being in a dream, because obviously I work on the Ryanair side quite a lot. And obviously seeing the check-in and the kiosks and everything is, like, actual like for like. Obviously, 2 of the kiosks are not working at the moment, so... Yeah. I'd be surprised if they modelled them in.
And you know what? If you stick a VR headset into the mix, I haven't checked that yet. I've got a Pimax. I've got a Pimax sitting there. I'm gonna have to stick it on tonight or tomorrow and see just how silly it gets. But yeah, this was the part last night where me and Alice kind of slowly made our way up, and we were like, "It's carrying on. What's going on? Why isn't this stopping? Why? How?" And it just It's incredible.
Can you go all the way up to security?
Let's have a look, mate, and let's see what you think with this. The bins again, spot on. The amount of times I've seen these bins in the past, like spot on, down to the dimensions. Again, these fast track. I can't really remember these from last time I flew out, but these quite new. These are digital boards. These haven't always been here. I know this whole section into level 3 has been updated in the last 5 years odd, and There's me Piper out there on the ground. Anyway, again,
because I know when something big comes in, we kind of come to the windows up here. So if there's like a C-17 or an A400, instead of going out to the airfield, we'll come up the escalator and watch it land through the window, which is quite cool.
Amazing. And again, the fact that they've also had the ability, it sounds silly, but the ability to see out these windows like you exactly can do at Liverpool. So we carry on, we're going through.
Obviously, it'd be good to see what security looks like, because obviously I don't know when they've been given the references from this, but it's changed a lot since.
The metal tables are there.
New references for this area. Because this is outdated now, it's all one together now, instead of like a split up flash track. Forget what.
Oh yeah, where that is now, that's all one thing now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So like everything's been moved. So like the podium desk is in the middle, and then you have obviously the others round, and then when you go around the corner, there's like you go left to the normal bit, and then fast track is on the right hand side with a separate artery.
Yeah, I made sure to send them a bunch of refs to that one, so that should be good.
I remember when we flew out one morning and this whole just the whole departure was absolutely rammed all the way out the doors. How spot on is that? Oh, and I know I might be a bit behind, but this computer screen, is that just an iniBuilds mock-up? But I don't know. It's interesting that there's an actual.
Yeah, that's an iniBuilds stock. Yeah, that's not an actual. Yeah,
no,
that's not an
I
airline
don't think it would be.
That,
no. Interesting though. That's
looks quite easy though.
Lovely little bit of detail. Now, we had a little look at fast track, but yeah, we go through, and yeah, fully expecting a big brick wall to be here when we looked yesterday.
Don't jinx it now, Brian. Oh, what's that? Security. Wow. It's good to see they got the new scanners in as well.
Yeah, a bit of glitching on the logos there, but as you can see, you were right. Those windows have gone. I don't know why they've done that. It's because there was one right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's.
I think last time I flew, I think they are taking it out. To be fair, I'm not sure why.
No collision on these, but to be fair, there's a lot of them, so that would be a bit of a pain in the ass to do. But yeah, the new machines.
Because the hole in the wall used to be like on the right, yeah.
It did, right on the end, didn't it? Yeah, that's gone. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was there last time I went, which was, when was it? Was it January? No. November. New machines right here. Let's hands up.
They're really well modelled, to be fair.
And then again, I don't know how spot on this is. I'm assuming they don't try and change this big mural on the wall of the island. I haven't got a clue where this is. Anyone know where this is in the live chat or? But yeah, I don't know how long that must take to change. But there is definitely officers here. I don't know if they
behind. Yeah, there are doors. Yeah.
There definitely is, but yeah, basically to answer your question, you can go all the way around this airport, all the way to the gates, back down, and actually into arrivals. It's insane.
Oh, I missed that last night. I didn't realise they did the police desks.
Yeah.
That's sick, that.
And then that is pretty new as well.
That light
Insane.
in there, that Liverpool sort of mural to your left there, that lights up in real life.
It does. Let's have a little look. Yeah, so a couple of guys have asked about the giveaway. We always do the giveaway at the end of the stream, guys, and then yeah, it is lighting up. Yeah, we always do the giveaway at the end of the stream. I'll put it onto the actual screen of the live stream to show you that you're entered. I'll give you a certain amount of time to enter just by being active in the stream. If you are drawn as a winner and you're not there, give you 10 minutes and then I'll redraw it. Simple as. You've got to be active in the live stream. As I say, 2024 only. It is PC only, guys, and you will have to have an iniBuilds account, but that's pretty simple to set up if you haven't got one. So, yep, all good as we carry on, because we've still got a bit more to see.
I'm excited to see what the gates look like as well. That'd be quite cool.
This is where I would say, and I would think at this point, I think Alex would agree with me. When we start getting to level 2, it starts to get a bit not bad. It's just scaling's a bit off. Some inaccuracies to a point, but again, you know, familiar. It looks like Liverpool Airport. There's enough there to make it look like Liverpool Airport. You know, all the shops are there and restaurants. Some scale back in places, but it's fully done. You know, you can walk all the way down. Again, this has only been the last couple of months because I don't think this was there when I flew out in November.
Because boots and stuff's gone also.
Oh yeah, this was Frankie and Benny's, wasn't it?
Missing boots already, man.
Boots was great.
Yeah.
Again, World Duty Free, a bit scaled back, obviously not exactly to what it looks like, but it definitely goes in the right direction.
It's good that they added the new lounge as well. That's quite cool.
I think they're gonna redo the Duty Free. I think. Don't quote me on that.
It's been like that for years, mate. That's the one thing that hasn't changed.
No, I mean iniBuilds. iniBuilds.
Oh, right, okay. And then into the sort of the main hall. Again, these lifts are something, I think, because it's quite a significant wall. It's not something they can change very easily, but these lifts have been here as far as I can, years, and some new additions like these wood panelers and stuff. But all the access doors have been there.
It's a quick Duty Free there.
It is. Was yeah. Didn't even pick any Toblerone up.
Is the lounge exactly the same?
I don't think you can go in.
No, you can't go in. No, the Aspire Lounge is actually thingy as well. The Aspire Lounge downstairs is like a parallaxed one. It's got not got interior, but it looks good.
That's WH Smith downstairs.
That's WH Smith.
It is now.
Yeah,
they extended it all the way through. In fact, the original.
It's been like that for a while now, since before Christmas.
It has, yeah. So when I flew out in November, the whole thing was shut over, and they had like a few different stands outside, like a market stall. So they were still open, and about a week later on social media you could see the whole new thing. But originally I did the 17-hour shift to do the overnight run to get it all swapped over, because WH Smith used to be here underneath. Level 2 WH Smith used to be by the Kissing Gate and by Soho Coffee. That's where level 2 Smith used to be.
Soho Coffee is awesome.
Kissing Gate
Soho is the best.
I need to try it. I went to Monty's again. Monty's is partially
I've never been to Monty's, to be honest.
It's nice. The food's lovely, like, you know, American diner type situation, but it's nice. But
I usually do Burger King or Soho.
Yeah, because again, Burger King. So that was a Subway. This way back when this was actually.
Soho looks weird.
Again, this is where the scaling goes a bit off, mate. So although it does look really, I mean, it's. So compared to what we've had, it's just miles better. But just, you know, even the seats, they look exactly like the seats in the airport, with the little metal grates in there, and the blue. And then
scaling here is not too bad. I'll give them that. It's just the upstairs. Is that L3 upstairs, and this is L2?
Yeah, it is fantastic. There's a couple of things, especially if you've been there a lot, or again if you worked there way back when. This Kissing Gate sort of canopy, this bit of building here, this actually used to be a WH Smith bookstore. So there was a WH Smith here on the left, in front of the windows, and you couldn't actually see out those windows at all. And then the WH Smith bookstore, and then way back, WH Smith bookstore used to be where the Monty's is. Going back, like,
wow.
And then obviously Dixon's was where this Boots was. Dixon's Travel.
Because you used to have the old lounge, so when you used to go through Monty's, it was like double doors.
Yeah.
So you used to go through the double doors and then down the stairs, and you were in the old lounge.
But again, everything. What we notice is most of these storefronts and restaurants that are a lot more squared off. So I've noticed that iniBuilds haven't modelled curves, which sounds weird, but they haven't. Like, for example, some of these bars are curved or they're round. Same as the
Monty's looks like completely different.
Yeah, Monty's is different, but some of it's sort of improvised a bit, and it's got all the authentic signage, but they just the interiors aren't exact. But again, it's all really Liverpool. As you start getting further down to the Ryanair gates, this is kind of it's kind of like the older part of the airport. Some of it's still kind of, you can still see some of the signs of the really old Liverpool airport before
your way in it, Flemmo.
the new shuttered
Sorry?
shell that went over it.
This is down your way now, innit?
Yeah.
Again, you can use the stairs, you can go down to the gates, they're all there. You can go straight out onto the tarmac as well.
It's
All
weird
the rest of
seeing them doors open that way, because they open inwards, not outwards.
Yeah, and this is it. There's just all these little subtle things that we can point out, and again, obviously, for yourself, Flammo, even a bit more than us. But if you've ever flown as a passenger, it's just all these sort of little visions, and you're like, wow,
Like
this
the
is
lifts and stuff, completely different.
yeah. There we go, and then
The seeing
Yeah,
the
the
15 on
gates
the
are
left,
great.
there's no like, there isn't a kind of thingy, like everything's a lot more open.
yeah,
Gates do look great, to be fair, though. Like, I won't.
they do, and then the outside texturing and the modelling is fantastic. Some of the interior bits, people aren't really going to notice that unless, again, you work there, you've seen it quite regularly as a passenger. So, I can forgive some things, and then people just they're not bothered about interiors, are they? I've noticed this is where you do have to manipulate the joystick a bit. You can't just push forward and it goes up. You've got to kind of zigzag upwards.
What's it like upstairs? Is it quite similar, I'm guessing, or?
Yeah, I would say the EasyJet side is a lot more spot on, if I'm going to be totally honest. Like, there's an EasyJet Malta sign here, which I don't think EasyJet uses.
Yeah, they don't know. I'd say it's probably, if they were redoing the still bit on Tango, then you'd see him here. But I'd say the EasyJet one is more, the area down there is more spot on.
It is. It definitely is. I agree. But like I said before, this part of the airport still it's still kind of the older side of things. Am I right in saying, because I'm pretty sure, apart from this main area here where like the Kissing Gate is, WH Smith, down the Ryanair end, a lot of that is still quite, not original buildings, but I remember when they were building the new terminal, a lot of some of the old structure was still left of the very old Liverpool airport before the new building went in. And then kind of, they almost put like not a hat on it, but the whole kind of modern side of the terminal was put over, and things gradually just developed over time in the airport. It's changed so much, but it still looks the same. It's weird. It's just so familiar. Like here as well, this door, I've been through that door a million times.
Yeah, so you're not wrong. Soho does look a bit weird.
Yeah, everything does, mate. Everything's squared off. Like you said last night, this Starbucks here is squared off. This counter,
the Starbucks is gonna do my head in.
The counter curves around. Yeah, it's got a big, massive sort of glass counter. But again, it's getting picky, isn't it? I love that the little Zone arcade machines are here though, because this looks exactly like it. It's weird. It's so cool. Right, guys, you guys in the chat, as I say, we're gonna carry on a bit more. We'll have a little look down. We'll go down to the EasyJet side, and then I will turn it on to the night lighting, and we'll have a little. So we won't go all the way round again. Don't worry. We'll just have a look at the exterior at night and show you what it looks like, because it looks really nice. I do have a copy to give away, so do stay in the live chat, and I will pick a winner on that in the next 20 minutes, maybe a bit less than that.
Burger King looks odd as well.
It's probably the most. It's probably the most realistic. Burger King has got like the sort of the shutters that go across here, which are quite visible even when it's open.
Yeah.
But again,
and also one thing that a lot of the big streamers pointed out: if you walk over to that menu there, it's It's quite lazy. It's in dollars in the Burger King.
It is, and that's not a Burger King menu, is it? That looks like a Whopper, but I'll be honest with you, that looks more like a Bossman chippy.
Plain spot on Mike said EasyJet is better than Ryanair. I'll remember that next time he flies with Ryanair. I'll say, "Oh, you said EasyJet was better."
Sorry, Mike. Your
I don't
seat's been
disagree with
sold.
that, Mike. To be fair, mate.
To be fair, though, EasyJet cancel 85% of their flights a year. Ryanair cancelled 24% of their flights a year.
There you go. You've heard it on my live stream first, guys.
So I know who I'd rather fly with.
Finally, I can eat my burgers before I fly. Exactly. There you go. Does a UK Burger King have Whopper Wednesday as well? I don't know.
Probably
do they?
not. No.
God, that sounds amazing. To be honest with you. Right, let's carry on. But yeah, this is where I think, compared to the Ryanair side, it's a bit more realistic.
It is, yeah.
It definitely is. Not too sure why. It definitely is a lot more sort of accuracies on this side. Although last time I went, there was a big ledge here. It's like a big sort of, like you just sit on a bit of wood across this wall. There's no seats there. Anyway, again, that is the least.
It's like a picnic area kind of thing.
Yeah, it's weird. But yeah, this is where when you start heading down to the sort of the EasyJet jet bridges, use that sort of lightly. You know, you can see out and you can see all the details. Yeah. It looks fantastic. The sort of the carpet and the walls and everything look really
the
like
reflections as well through as well.
Yeah, all these sort of authentic signs that they've got going on, and I mean they're not ultra crisp, 4K, 8K textures, but the fact that we can do this in a flight simulators again, people, and I know a lot of people are not bothered about terminal interiors, but the fact that iniBuilds have taken time to do all of this is just insane. Like, it really is. Again, I don't think Wizz use this part of the airport, this apron.
Wizz use gate 7.
Yeah, Ryanair end though, isn't it?
No, gate 7 this time.
Do they? Okay. I thought they used further along. Did they used to use that end? I'm sure.
They use the Ryanair end, but when the airport's full, they use the gate 7. Gate 7 stand 53.
Look at this scouser walking down the jet bridge. Look at him. Gonna go and get me flight to Tenerife, lad.
Just paid £60 for me bag at the gate.
Stick me Burger King wrapper in that bin.
Like playing spot on Mike. Not playing Ryanair no more. Stick to EasyJet.
And then there you go. We're onto the tarmac. We're out on the apron. We're by the old control tower. We've gone all the way around. The last thing to show you guys, which means we're gonna have to bloody walk.
We've just landed now.
So yeah, we have just landed. We just have to imagine we've just landed, but we can't get through all the way down here because we did try it yesterday, but you can go so far and then well, we'll show you basically because it's probably a bit easier to go this way. So when you arrive on this, bit of flicker on the metal there, but
Mike's now got back from Tenerife.
there's me the Piper Dakota out on the meet and greet car park. Fantastic. And then there you go, international arrivals into the terminal, and you're greeted with the Blackpool Tower. That's how we sell England, guys. All the lovely pictures of like the Lake District and all that business, and then Blackpool Tower there, yeah.
Ah, yeah, it's there.
Blackpool Tower's great.
But to be fair, it is. And then you've got to kind of manipulate the joystick again, and you can go up. You can go so far basically, but this is one hell of a walk when when you're being on one of those horrible flights and you just can't be bothered and you get off. And I know it's compared to other airports, it's not far, but yeah, you can walk all the way along. This is where the Prague flight goes from, usually, this end. Gate 1, Gate 2. But unfortunately, when you get to where that guy is down there, you fall through the floor. Like the real Liverpool airport. But yeah, this again, but it looks like this, and what you do is you carry on down there, go down a set of stairs, just that walk. When you had a long flight and you're just so tired, that walk feels like you're walking forever. It really does. But yeah, you can just fall through. Oh, they might have fixed. Have they fixed? Did we fall already? Interesting. Maybe they fixed it. I don't know.
Maybe that's what that new version was for then.
Seems weird that they didn't fix the pink stairs. No, I reckon we fell through it a bit later on. There you go. Right, so again, this bit will be for you, Owen, because this is underneath that kind of glass structure just in front of the elevator going down, where the baggage is, the baggage belts and stuff. I'll let you catch up. Yeah. Blackpool, it's the Paris of the North. Exactly, it is. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for your patience. I hope you've liked this tour of Liverpool Airport. iniBuilds have done a fantastic job. There's some things that, are not perfect, but are they not perfect because we're just being very, very picky and perfectionist because it's our local airport and we just want to see the very, very best? Probably, but I think it's fantastic. Oh, those baggage belts are moving.
Oh.
It's a weird animation, but they're moving.
Yeah, the baggage belts looks exactly like they are in real life. Like exactly the same. Even like the control panel board with all the switches and the dirt around the outside and the rust and stuff, they look exactly the same.
But yeah, guys, thank you so much for the patience and obviously your time tonight with this second live stream. But we've got really in depth with this one, and I will pick a winner for the giveaway soon. I just want to finish off by showing the arrivals and going back out to where we started our little walking trip, and then just as I say, before we go and sort that giveaway out, sort of show you the landside area of the airport with the lights turned on, because it looks really, really nice, especially when it starts getting wet as well. Let's see if we can introduce a bit of rain. That can't be much of a problem here, can I? I can make it lash down, I think. There we go.
Maybe make it snow. We love snow though.
Just bring the visibility a tiny.
Whoa.
There we go. Oh, you can see the night lighting from the ramp here. It would be cool if you weren't using sort of a lot of the AI traffic to have some static aircraft here, the odd EasyJet and Ryanair and stuff, but with the fact that you can configure, not having 3D people, 3D cars and stuff in there. You can even sort of turn off the animated bus as well. There's a GSX profile included as well with the iniManager. There always is, and it is always usually RW profiles that provide that as well. There we go.
We landed again.
We're landed and we're going in, aren't we?
Yeah.
Hang on, wrong way. Where am I going?
Yeah, wrong way, right.
This way? I am going the wrong way. And the rain's coming through the canopy. No wonder they're replacing it.
Yeah.
It's mad because that belt, obviously by the doors, that used to be the Dublin belt, and now that belt doesn't exist no more. It's gone.
I guess it's keeping things updated from a developer standpoint. They're just sort of battling. Things change each time an airport changes, but significant changes. I always think it's great for them to go in there and have a little look. There we go, guys. So where we fell through the floor before, this is basically where that long corridor would bring you out. Lift round. Is there a lift round here? Is it there?
Down to the left.
Yeah, there we go. It is there. Not too sure whether we can. Yeah, so there's that long corridor. That's where we were before, all the way along the edge. I won't go back down there in case we fall back down again. Am I right in thinking?
Spot on that, innit?
Yeah, I'm right in thinking that this is a bit bigger. I don't feel. Do you come right through the doors into it? It is a bit more. You actually go through a bit more of a corridor here. I'm certain of it. You don't come right off the apron into this. No, you don't. You don't. You definitely don't. That's lovely lit up though. That big Liverpool graffiti poster.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
I've noticed also at night as well, in avatar mode only, if you're using drone camera, it doesn't do it, but you'll see this flickering. Also, it's raining inside the terminal as well. Turn the rain off. Yeah, that poster's amazing.
Yeah, because Border Force is just a little bit bigger than this, obviously, when it's involved that belt before. They kind of like took the belt out to kind of extend the terminal, so that poster, instead of being on that flat wall, it's on more of like an angle kind of thing.
Yeah.
I've sent any of the refs for that part. I think they're gonna do it, hopefully.
But these are all spot on. I must admit, these look exactly like the border sort of boxes.
Yeah,
they really do. And then even better as well, the baggage reclaims there, and this again, it looks exactly like baggage reclaim actually. Again, I feel like the scale might be off. I don't know, but you know, it does. It just even the belts. I didn't notice the belts moving last time. I must admit. I don't think it's something they would have just put in there as the update, like the pre-release stuff. Yeah, this is spot on, guys. And then that shutter opens up to basically where we were before, the staff entrance.
Yeah, the UK arrival.
Yeah.
Well.
God, even the little place names, Liverpool place names on these columns.
Oh wow!
And the ATMs as well.
Missing the Swissport baggage reclaim office.
They are, yeah. It's there, isn't it, in between, yeah. And then, yeah. Then there's a few more doors and stuff around here, but pretty, yeah, being down there because there's a big corridor that runs all the way down there. And then, yeah, back where we started, guys. So, Owen, what do you think, mate?
I like it, to be honest. I really do like.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. I mean, obviously for yourself, it's like having a virtual work. I mean, I don't know how many people could say that and actually enjoy it. Imagine my office simulator. This is an exact replica of my office that I work in, but basically this is, yeah, from a standpoint of a simmer using Liverpool as your base, doing different kind of flights, this is, you know, your definitive Liverpool, isn't it? It's absolutely spot on.
I would agree as well, from my point.
There's you know, yeah, like we said before, some scaling
There's nitpicks
issues
and stuff,
yeah,
scale issues, but they probably might fix it going off.
Some things, yeah.
Me and other people have got a load of new refs to go off, so hopefully.
Yeah, there's some things that they could. I don't think they'll do everything just purely based on. I think some of our things are based on a perfectionist type of thing, as in it's all local and we really sort of were like, wow, that's there, oh, that's not there. It's going to be a bit more apparent with us because we, you know, well, we know it well enough to be like, yeah, they've missed that out.
Is the final architect still in the chat? If you are, just put a message in, David, because I know David's into he does like GA flying and stuff.
Right.
So he was asking about like the GA area, like Raven Air and stuff, but I don't know if he's here or not, so there's no point in showing everyone again if he's not here. Yeah,
I would say in that case, mate, just rewind the live stream. I will make this available to watch. All the live streams are usually anyway, just to rewatch. And as I say, I do want to sort of get our winner sorted now, and just before that, just show you guys the what the night looks like from this kind of sort of camera spot. But what I do want to do is just introduce a bit of rain, because it's that age-long thing with Microsoft Flight Simulator. When there's a bit of rain on the ground and there's a bit of night lighting going, it really does add to it. But in this case, it really does. Look at that. Now that is chef's kiss. The buses have got the lights on as well. The pedestrian crossing lights are also activated when the night lighting's on as well. And there you go, guys. That was a very, very in-depth look at the brand new, I say brand new, couple of hours old. We started the live stream about an hour after the release. Very quick turnaround for iniBuilds. They do usually send us sceneries and aircraft a couple of days, sometimes even a week before the release. This was, I think, about 14 hours after they sent it, and they were like, it's out, there you go. I'm assuming they all want to get off for the Easter break and have some time with the family, because for those guys, if you think about it, they've gone from working on the TriStar, currently working on the A380, working on Liverpool and whatever other else projects they're doing, straight into FS weekend, going right back to the office, and then going off for Easter for a bit, hopefully getting a bit of time with the families before they come back and start doing whatever, continue work on the 380 and whatever other aircraft and sceneries.
Yeah, that 380 is going to be mega when that comes.
Yeah, I can. I still think that the fly-by-wire is fantastic, and I can still see people using it. It's like
I can't
this.
wait for the 7.5. I mean, that's going to be awesome on the A220.
The A220, I'm curious to have a look at and kind of do a tiny bit of airline flying with that, because it's one of my favorite in real life as well. It's the only Gemini Jets model I've got. Got it from Task Fair. Are you going to Task Fair this year, Owen?
Probably, yeah. I'm thinking about going for my own stall at Task Fair, maybe.
Ah, right, okay.
Because by
you
the
do
time
some calendars and stuff, don't you?
Yeah, so by the time the Task Fair comes along, I'll have my new because obviously last year I took a picture of the Red Arrows over the Elizabeth Tower, didn't I?
Yeah,
But I've got a new spot this year, so I'll probably have that picture ready by the Task Fair, so I might sell that and a few other images.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I hope we get some really nice weather. It does make a difference if it's raining. It's still, the spirits are still good. Great atmosphere, but it's always nice when the weather is nice at the viewing park, and
yeah,
it's just really nice atmosphere. You can do a bit of spotting, bit of photography, and obviously meet the community. Loads of other stores, and I will say though, guys, Task Fair, always nice if you got a wallet full of money, because it's very hard to go away from there with
nothing.
Nothing. I tell you what, mate. I don't know if I ever have. I've always got something, but every time I go there, I see those stands with like the clocks that I've made out of old, aircraft, and I'm like that going, I haven't got 500, 800 quid or whatever they go for. But yeah, guys, listen. This has been, well, God, are we on to the 2 and a bit hours now. I do want to thank a lot of people for this. Obviously, starting off with Alex and Owen anyway, because they've spent a lot of time with me this evening. Obviously taking some time away from what they've been doing to run with the commentary, provide some great insights of how Liverpool looks and it operates, and whether iniBuilds have got it right or not. And I think for the most part, iniBuilds have done a spectacular job. I think for me, it is one of the most densely detailed airports they've done in a long time. They updated Leeds Bradford to version 2 last year at some point, and it was nice. But in the last couple of months, it's the smallest one they've done in the last couple of months, but it's so detailed, and the fact that you can just get into your avatar and go walk around the whole airfield, if you wanted to, you can walk all the way down to Dungeon Lane, down onto the mound. Whether you're going to do that as a flight simmer, probably not, but it's all doable, and it feels like, if this feels like Liverpool Airport. Digital Designs did a fantastic job. It's outdated. I think the update was fantastic. I would like to also mention Digital Designs because they didn't really have to go take their 6-year-old scenery and update it. They knew iniBuilds were doing a version, you know, made by a much bigger team, and they still made the head. I think any developer sort of a bit put off by other airports being, you know, same airport being made by other developers, have a go, because I said this the other day, you'd be surprised. You could have a scenery being sold on Marketplace, any one of the storefronts, by 4-5 developers, and you'll look at that list and go, that developer is renowned, they're very, very good, I'm going to get that one. Should you always do that? Probably not, because some of the indie developers, some of the other developers are doing fantastic things. Look at RW Profiles. They started off, they still do GSX profiles. They did somewhere over in America, and then they did Newcastle. Newcastle is one of the most it's one of the best UK airports, if not the best. It's fantastic. It really is.
Every time I fly to Newcastle, it's always raining.
Both in real life and the simulator. But, you know, do your research, guys. This is why creators like me and many others do streams and videos like this, so you've got those options. Yeah, sometimes people do favor the other developer, but try and do some research on it, because you might find that the lesser known developer does a much more detailed scenery, and also aircraft as well. Yeah, and Pyrig as well. Yeah, exactly. All these 2-manned, 1-manned studios that may slip under the radar, and you think, oh, actually, that's really, really spot on. And I'm not just talking about interiors to terminals and whether you can walk around it all the way and come back out one end and blah blah blah. It's not about that. I've got to mention the performance about this as well, though. I still not too sure how the performance is. Very, very good, and yet it's like this, the way it is, just everything's there.
I think the Vegas scenery is quite good as well, to be honest. Like looking at Vegas, and obviously I'm going to Vegas next Sunday, yeah. So kind of comparing what that looks like to obviously what it's going to be like.
Well, hopefully I don't think I can get it yet, but one of my channel members, Aero Dessa, he actually has sent me a donation through to get the other version of Vegas from Gladstone Pro, because apparently the Vegas airport that they've done is better than Flight Tampers, or I'm going to say better, but at least, you know, more detailed. Flight Tampers City might be a bit more. Yeah, I think the city populated.
For Vegas is obviously.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly, because of the location of the airport. You take off and you're right over the strip. You know what I mean?
That's like the cool part about it. Like I couldn't like, if the airport was great and it was so detailed and stuff, that'd be good. But I think having the strip in the surrounding areas makes it a lot better. It gives you more of a thrill to fly there.
It does. I always respect developers when they end up putting in the surrounding detail, and more so when they do it near to the runways, because it's when it counts. If you're flying, if you're not a person who goes in and explores these really detailed terminals and buildings or whatever, if you're flying into an airport and you've got all those points of interest there as you come into land or you take off, it makes a world of difference. And obviously Vegas is one of those. Same with Liverpool. Do I wish they'd done a few more buildings in the city? Probably, because of how good they can do the mini builds. The Radio City Tower is so good. I think those guys could have done like the cathedrals, lava buildings, a couple of others. It's more workload. I get it, but you know, with that standard that they do, and the flight paths that come into Liverpool, it is an area that we would see. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. What I'm going to do is I am going to obviously draw a winner for the giveaway and give people a chance to enter now. You guys are obviously more than welcome to stay on with me till the very, very end and stuff like that. But obviously, if you do want to get yourself off, get yourself a cuppa and stuff like that, absolutely. Do you know what I mean? But I will say thank you to, like before, Alex Owen, loads of names, because we've got George, one of the main guys at iniBuilds, doing this with his team. We've got Finley.
George and the team.
Yeah, Finley's helped out. So's James as well. There's been a few names that have sort of crossed my path with not only iniBuilds but digital designs updates as well, and all these members of the community got together to give these developers a really good reference point and to get the airport to a standard that we deserve, and obviously we're paying for them. This airport's coming in at, what did we say, was it $11.99 before? Yeah, it was $14.39 approximately. The £2.40 VAT on top, €16, and around $19, $18.97. But you get a lot for your money there. If you realise most of iniBuild's large airports, which this isn't technically, they come in at what, 24, 25 quid in some cases. But yeah, interesting to see what they do next. Whether we're going to stay in the UK, whether we're going to do another big mega hub somewhere, I don't know. I'm interested, more interested obviously than scenery, than the planes. I don't know whether the 380 is going to actually be their next aircraft. I think it probably is.
Have we got an Orlando scenery for 2024? I don't think we have.
Do you know, that could be a handcrafted one. It won't be a detailed one. It'd still technically just be a handcrafted version that was included in the sim. Do you know what we have? I think Orlando is there handcrafted. I think it's Miami that isn't. I think it is actually. Right, let me drag this. Where is it? I need to find it. Let's drag this Nightbot over and get you guys onto the screen. Where are we? Let's have a little look.
I think we do have a Miami, to be honest.
Have we? Yeah.
I think Miami is made by... So we have an Orlando Sanford, but not an Orlando International.
Right.
And then the Miami one, we've got two Miamis. We've got the Latin VFR one, and we've got the Gladeslow Pro Miami.
Right. Yeah, so we've got a few options there, but I think there is a default version, isn't there? Like, that's included in the sim.
I think so, yeah.
I'm just looking here, guys. I just want to make sure everyone's getting involved. So basically what's going to happen now is the thing on the screen is Nightbot's sort of giveaway thing, and when you start obviously chatting in the live chat, it'll start populating and it'll give you a tick next to your name. Yeah, so as I can see in the live chat there, check 6963 chatted, and there's a tick next to the name. I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes. Don't be silly, just be nice. Just chat, make it relevant. There's going to be probably a lot of chats going on, so if there's any questions, we can try and catch them. I do give moderators a chance to win. The only person I don't obviously give a chance to win to is Plain Spot and Mike, because we don't like... No, I'm only joking. No, we don't, because he hasn't got the sim, so they'd be pointless. But he always tells me to take his name off, so he obviously he won't be down as entering. I haven't got Dave Cleary in there, Chris D, V3, Dr. Brundy, Ace Airstream's not in there. Macam Smith, you love a good flight simulator, don't you, mate? Get yourself in. Has Matt's got Matt hasn't got the sim, has he, or has he?
No, Matt hasn't got the sim. No. I
mean, he's got the Airlanders Live sim in the office. So you can just jump in there.
Yeah.
But there's a fair few names still crossed out, guys. Start getting yourself. Plain Spot and Mike. What was that, Brian? I'm only joking, mate. You just don't have the sim, do you? So if you win, what? You just be redrawing it. So I'm gonna have to take you off. I have to untick you. I've removed you. I've banned you. But yeah,
I'd laugh if you drew it and I won.
I mean, if you're in the live chat, you can do. As I say, guys, at the end of the day, moderators, for most nicely run channels, you can still win. as members and moderators. It's, you know, at the end of the day, I've only been given one copy, so I'm doing everything above board. Everyone's there. Everyone's there to win it, and you know, when I press choose winner, it's up to Nightbot. I've got no say in this. Get yourself subscribed. Subscribers get a bit more of a chance, because why not? It's just it's a nice incentive. If you don't like any other videos that I do, that's fine. You know, you might find that you might tune into a live stream in 10 weeks time that you think, oh, actually, I want to see that airport. That's fine. Do you know, it doesn't cost you anything.
Liverpool Airport's quite busy on that sim as well.
I know it was. Do you know what, yeah. We were saying this? It was early. It was actually really busy earlier on as well. So I don't know if there was a load of sort of.
No ATC though.
There was earlier on, wasn't he?
Yeah, there was. Yeah, the tower. What was it? Tower radar and ground.
Andrew, let's have a little look. Andrew has purchased it already, and this is the thing, guys. I've had a few people already say that they've purchased this scenery, and I honestly, I don't blame you, because definitely a must, because it'll cover you for a wide range of flying routes. All right, you know, you won't be going over to the US, like, but. Maybe in the future, hopefully. Also, one thing I did notice, Nightbot isn't populating the actual stream chat, which isn't a problem. It is doing the giveaway side of things, which is great. I also noticed AFC Liverbird 65 became a member, and this was before the live stream, so I didn't actually say thank you so much for that. I was making sure everything was working after earlier on, and updating the scenery as well. But yes, thank you so much, guys. Another minute or so, and we'll draw a winner. Because to be honest with you, I actually do want to put the VR headset on soon and see what this looks like. Because it's a whole different perspective when you start putting the VR headset on, and the scaling is always really good in these newer headsets. So I'm wondering what it looks like. I might even join virtual plane spot and mic on the mound. Do some VR plane spotting.
If anyone wins the giveaway and hasn't got the sim, then it's up to you if you want to keep it or we redraw.
Yeah. So as I said earlier,
we don't want like someone who's actually got the sim to miss out for someone who doesn't have a PC or the sim. Do you know what I mean?
It's more the fact I mean, obviously, guys, beware. This is 2024. Only, it's PC only. I have said it a few times. It's also in the stream description as well. So I always make sure that's in there. It's a bit of a hard one, Owen, because obviously if they've got 2020, they can go and purchase 2024, and yeah. You know what I mean? It's a hard one.
It's like if you win and you play Infinite Flight, then that just doesn't work.
Yeah, basically. But no, do you know what I mean? Like, because they can still use it. It's not like in this instance of, again, picking on Plane Spot and Mike, but you know, he hasn't got the sim, and it's not something that he'll just be. I don't know.
If they got 2020 and they want to buy 2020 for the future, that's
exactly.
But I mean, if they haven't got like a PC at all.
No, I mean, obviously we redraw it. Plus, if obviously the winner isn't there and they don't, claim it, then we did see it on Airliners Live the other week where it took about 4 goes for them to actually get that Gemini Jets model. I was sitting there going, oh my god, pick me, like that, going, there's 4 times now. This is what I used to do. I used to do like a keyword, and that becomes a massive issue because keywords, people will put them in and then they'll get off. And then you're like, you're the winner, and then you're like, you're not here. So there's no point. If you do active in Nightbot, if you do active chatters, it's just a lot easier.
The winner has gone.
Anyway, guys, let's do this now. Thank you so much to everyone again. It's been a fantastic day to have a look at this scenery and finally get our hands on this. And as quickly as it's come out and been sent and it's been released, it's tomorrow's another day, and we've got another live stream on Saturday. So as I described that, I'll let a few more people just get themselves in.
That Cotswold Airport looks quite cool.
This is what I was going to say. So Owen is reading my mind. So Burning Blue Design's next airport is Kemble, or Cotswolds Airport, aka Kemble. That is actually not sandwiched, but just over to the left of Fairford, down south, Cirencester. It's obviously where the tattoo is, and I've seen a couple of really good videos of people spotting at Kemble, and then in 1 minute, like they're seeing these like GA aircraft flying. Then obviously a retired A319 will come in, and then next minute they're pointing the camera at the sky, and they're seeing a Lancer from Fairford shoot off. It's incredible. Lovely sort of location to go and spot.
A good one.
Yeah, do you know what? That'd be a good one for them as well. But I really, really hope they do decide that. I don't think they will do Blackpool, but I really hope someone like Burning Blue decides to do Blackpool. But yeah, next week we've got Kemble, Cotswold Airport by Burning Blue Designs. This Saturday, 7:30, the normal time live stream. I've got 2 copies to give away. We're going to explore it as usual and take a look at whether all those iconic aircraft are being put in. Heads up, it's another belter. Burning Blue Designs are always great. It's always usually a sure thing, and I will have the official trailer on the channel to follow up from that live stream at some point going into next week. So yeah, Saturday's the next live stream. There was another live stream scheduled in before Saturday, so technically it would have to be tomorrow now. It could still very well be the case, so keep an eye on it. There's another airport that I want to show you guys, and another very detailed one. So anyway, let's go. Let's have a little look. So good luck to everyone. Thank you so much. Leave the likes, leave the hearts, and if you are rewatching this live stream, use the little scroll bar as your friend, because you might want to just skip through the 2 hours and maybe you'll see the terminal. I don't know, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Let's pick a winner. Who's it going to be? It's Andrew 3367. Someone did say take them off the live stream, and I don't know if it was Andrew, but I think it's a different Andrew. I think when you remove them, it does remove them anyway. They can't enter again. Andrew 3367, are you there? I hope to God you are, because I'm not staying here till 10 o'clock.
Do you own the simulator? Or
nope, it's a different Andrew. Yeah, so I thought it was. It is a different Andrew, because I think the other Andrew was 6'5" or 6'6", whatever. Congratulations, mate. What I want you to do, mate, is to please start by. It might be me. It's not. It's no, Andrew P. No, it's not you, mate. Once I take it off, I think it removes you completely until I can reactivate you. He hasn't said hello yet. There he is.
It says I won on the other channel.
You won on the other channel? What? Has he seriously won from another channel?
So has he got the scenery already?
Andrew, are you telling me that you've already won this from another live stream showing it off, and then you've come here and entered and won it again? Mate, you're going to have to put the lottery on for me. I'm being funny, like. No way. Please confirm it, mate, because obviously if that's the case, then I will re-win it. Re-roll it. He's won it twice.
If he's already won it once.
No way. Everyone, get Andrew. Message Andrew and get him to pick your lottery numbers, man. No, honestly, mate, you're going to have to start giving numbers out, Man, this guy has some luck. He should have played Euro Millions. He might do, mate. He might be a millionaire. I'll send you some scratch cards. Andrew, so you have won this. So
yeah,
do you want... Just confirm, mate. I know you're saying yeah, but please just confirm whether you're happy with me picking another winner. Yeah. Please confirm it, because I don't want to...
If you won it once, then just type in the chat redraw and then we'll redraw.
He said re-roll.
Andrew, I need a new PC soon. Exactly. I need a new PC, mate. Mine doesn't run anything. Obviously. He said re-roll, did he? Yep, he did. There he is. Just re-roll. Perfect. Okay. Perfect, mate. Well, listen, thank you so much for obviously. I don't know why you wouldn't be honest. There's no point. there's no point. There's no point you having to see news. Right, guys. Remember, 2024 only, PC only. I do need an email address off the winner as well, because I will be contacting you ASAP. With the scenery already being out, this is a weird one because with iniBuilds live streams, I usually do it pre-release. I do it a couple of days to even a week before the scenery or whatever comes out. So this is a bit different, so you will have to give a bit of time. I can't just email iniBuilds and go, there's the winner, and you're going to get it instantly. So please don't expect it straight away. And with it being Easter, just please be patient with them. I'm sure they'll do it straight away. And the fact that obviously they've released it that quick, they're going to know that they're going to have people email them saying, here's our winners, get it, get it sorted. Not in that horrible tone, like, iniBuilds, get it sorted now. Me winner wants it. Anyway, right. Re-roll. Okay. Who's going to win this time?
Re-roll.
There you go. I'll be honest with you, mate. I'm going to say Shazeb. I think I'm right there. Shazeb. There you go.
Do you have Microsoft Flight Simulator?
I'm pretty sure Shabez says he hasn't actually won anything before a giveaway earlier on, but I could be wrong. Congratulations, though. Oh my god. Big OMG. There you go. I'm assuming that'll be our winner.
Couple of exclamation marks.
Perfect. Good stuff. Let me just dive into your channel, my friend. What I need you to do, mate, is if you're happy with putting your email into the live chat, then that's fine, but I would recommend popping it into your profile for me, so I can email you. And then all I'm going to need is your iniBuilds email. So if you need to set one up, set it up with an email, let me know that email, and then all iniBuilds basically do is just put the scenery into your account, and then when you go back onto the Ini Manager, it's there and you can download it. It's simple. This is the first time I've ever won a giveaway. There you go. Andrew, give you a bit of luck, mate. And everyone else on the live stream.
I'm surprised Andrew didn't win it 3 times in a row, to be honest.
That would have been hilarious, by the way, because then I wouldn't have let him go. I would have said, you're locked into live stream. Give me the lottery numbers right now. I need my own personal studio and airport and private jet.
7 giveaways Andrew's run.
What?
We're not actually joking here.
All of the same airport. I've won 7 giveaways all today, all flight sim products. I tell you what, mate, fair play to you.
Just a day in the life of Andrew.
Oh, hang on. Let's see. Can anyone see?
Someone said it's Andrew's second channel.
If you've put your email into the live chat, how am I saying it? Shazeb. If you've put it into the live chat, mate, I don't think it appears. I'll be honest. I think there's a bot or something that deletes emails as soon as they've put into the live chat, mate. We had this trouble with Sim Market a while back. I don't think you can put it in there. So the best thing I can do is say, don't put at something, just put your email, leave the at out, and then put the rest of it in, if that makes sense. Because the chat system in YouTube, I think it doesn't like emails being put into the live chat. Because it does say in the thing here, that's my iniBuilds email, and there's nothing in there. I can't see nothing. You can't see anything either, Alex, can you?
Nope, I can't.
No, I didn't think so. If you can, put it into your YouTube profile, mate, and leave it there, and you can... you already have. Sound. It's there. Perfect. Also, as well, we can cut out the middleman if that is your iniBuilds email. I think you've already had it is, but just double confirm with me, mate. If that is your iniBuilds email that you've put in your YouTube profile, let me know, mate, because then I will just send that straight to iniBuilds, mate. And it cuts out me emailing you and going back and forth. I can get that straight over to the appropriate person, and they can stick it in to your account as soon as possible. I can see it, mate. I can see it. Is that the iniBuilds one that you use, mate? Yeah, just confirm it, and then we're all done. As you guys start to sort of filter out, because I can see the concurrent viewers dropping down. They've all gone to find out where Andrew lives.
Yeah. They're all trying to steal Andrew's lottery tickets.
Massive thank you, guys. This is obviously special for me, for Alex, for Owen, for many of you guys as well. I didn't start realising until iniBuilds announced it, and I started putting a few social media posts out about Liverpool, obviously sharing the screenshots. Sort of the likes and the views of those social media posts kept on going up. I was like, does Liverpool get that much interest in the sim? And apparently it does. It's really good to see it. I love it. And for me, at the minute, I am going to be using Alex over the next couple of months to learn a few Airbus tips and tricks, I'll be honest. Currently, though, I am just using the GA apron at Liverpool, but it is my kind of base. I like to just go down the Mersey, head towards the lakes, go via Blackpool and stuff like that. Sometimes over to Leeds, Bradford. But in the last community flight, or the first one we did Liverpool to France, which was so funny. The wind was just terrible. In terms of community flights, we've done that one. We then went over to Chile, and Sarah did some guided tours around the mountains, which was hilarious because we had to kind of make our way over these ridges with STOL aircraft, which was very tricky, but very fun. And then next Wednesday, the 8th of April, we are in Montana, Glacier National Park. It looks fantastic in this sim. So please, guys, it's on my social media. It's on my live stream links right now, scheduled. All the details of where we're going to start, what time, what server, all the details you need in there. If you want to be on the voice chat with us, you need Discord to do that. And again, keep it nice and clean. Don't be like Alex and swear on the live stream. But yeah, no, that the live streams are getting a bit more popular. We've only done 2 now. The third one's next week, and they are fun. You guys can come and do some flying as well as with the community, but also on one of my live streams, and we'll have a good chat around. Tron Drew over on Discord, or Nate, as he's more commonly known, he is going to give us a bit of a guide around there. He actually, I think he lives around there in real life, which is pretty cool, and it looks really amazing in the sim. Shazeb has said, that is my iniBuilds email. Perfect, mate. I am going to email that to iniBuilds and get you sorted, because, well, you deserve it, mate. Because Andrew's won 6 or 7 things by the sounds of it, and I'm still just baffled by that. Right, guys. It's getting on a bit now. It's nearly 10 o'clock, so we've actually, we've done a bit longer than usual, but Liverpool deserves it, and it is actually the best UK airport, though. It actually, in real life, to be fair to Liverpool, so. What is it now? It's like so many years on the run. Owen will know this. Alex will know this as well.
It's 2, isn't it?
2 in a row. It's also got, recently, it's the least cancelled or delayed flights as well. I'm pretty certain that was another one this week that we got. So it's nice. Me personally, I've actually never been delayed or cancelled at Liverpool. It's always the other airport somewhere else. So anyway, thanks to everyone in the chat. It's been a bit less hands-on in the chat because there's been so many of you chatting and questions, but thank you so much. PlaySpot and Mike obviously in there as well, the winner. Shazeb there, thank you so much for participating in the giveaway. I wish I had more to give out. Hopefully, as the channel progresses to grow, I can maybe do some self-funded giveaways and do some bundled giveaways, or maybe in a couple of weeks iniBuilds might throw us a couple of other copies and just say, there you go, and I can do another live stream or something. We can do another community flight. Anyway, guys, I'll be honest, and this is going to sound disgusting, but I've got a sweaty undercarriage, so let's get going. No, I know. It's mate, you know, maybe sitting on the same fabric chair for like 2.5 hours in my pajama bottoms. So, you know, without sounding disgusting, it's not nice, but it has been made up by just the really great company that you guys have given me, and the live chat, and this lovely scenery, which we still can't see because we've got the live chat up on this the giveaway up on the stream. There you go. Guys, if you're not in my Discord or not subscribed to the channel, please do. Over in Discord, start sending me your Liverpool screenshots, and yeah, continue to contribute to the screenshots as well. I am actually featuring at the start of every live stream community screenshots. I haven't done in the last couple of times, but please keep on submitting into the submission screenshot part of the channel on the server, because you can, as I say, I put your screenshots up on the start of every stream when possible. But yeah, thank you so much. You've been fantastic, guys. I'm just seeing more comment. Appreciate the review. Cheers, lads. Yeah, take care. Fabulous. Yeah, and a big thank you to Owen and Alex there. That was fantastic.
No
guys,
worries.
I'm gonna let you guys go now, and I'm gonna leave this live chat and till Saturday. Not long. Do also keep an eye out, because we might go live tomorrow with an American airport. So yeah, yeah, we might do. As I say, I'm waiting on it. We'll see. It could be tomorrow, because that is the next chance I'm going to get to do it. I'll be honest with you. But yeah, anyway, let them go. I'll see you guys later.
See ya.